Well, he said he was going to be
I started
late,
recording,
Well,
and I'm
I
clicking
feel
to
like it's
start
not gonna be there.
streaming. And
Right. Oh, we're streaming now?
We're live. We're live.
Are we counting down?
Good evening, everybody. This
3,
is
2, 1. We're
countdown.
live.
We're starting at 10 or
Whew.
finishing
Three,
at
3, 2, 1. We're
10.
live.
We are watching the countdown. I mean, no, this is Star-Crossed Horizons,
count
and
up.
we are the
Is it
Pungeon
the
Masters.
Final countdown?
Oh, no. DMC.
Yeah, so we're here to play
DMCA.
some Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Set in the world of Galarian. Homebrew campaign. But before we get into all that, of course, we need to have a sweet little discussion question, which I think should be if you could pick
I've got
the
a great
one thing that you guys would do tonight in this game world, what would it be?
Level.
Level.
Yeah.
We are almost
I mean, I'm
there.
going to have to say level.
Oh,
That's
or
possible.
Buck 75.
ascend to godhood. I mean,
Okay,
I'm going to go with level before godhood. I feel like that might happen first.
let's
Walk
go around the
by.
horn, as is customary. Maybe we can get some real thoughts on this.
Okay.
But I guess before we do that, why don't we just open it up with a little hot recap? Because I think we've got some. It was a long 2 weeks for me too, and I was pretty fuzzy on the deets. I went and rewatched some of the VOD. So, Dom, with your photographic memory, why don't you regale us, or just kick it off, and then somebody else can pick it up.
If I am remembering correctly, we started off waking up by the ship that we had crashed on, and after acquiring all of our armor and gear that was missing, I believe we did a little bit of extra like fishing and stuff before heading back to the not mainland, but the main island that we were washed up upon.
Well, some of that was from 2 sessions ago. If you remember last session, we cranked it up right in the beginning with the ghost combat.
Oh yeah, we woke up.
Mhm.
We woke up on the ship, but we
Mhm.
woke up to the combat. That's right.
Yeah. Tavam had that weird dream about his brother, and then the
And his
ghost turned out to be real.
and his
Yeah.
eyes turning all wonky now.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the pink eye.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Don. You got more on that?
I mean, it's been a rough 2 weeks for me as well, so I'm
Okay.
kind of drawing a blank after that.
Oh, Gucci, who wants to pick it up from there?
Let's see.
Good chat. Good chat.
Ghost fight. Moose
Healed up.
hunt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, moose
We
hunt.
did do the moose hunt.
Yeah, ghost fight, moose hunt.
Moose hunt.
Rescue.
Yeah, ghost fight, moose hunt, rescue.
You set
Yeah,
out with
adventure
a purpose to get
rescue.
that moose.
Yeah.
I think you went intentionally hunting moose, and you did track it down with the help of, I believe, Igla was a big help there.
It actually helped for once.
Yeah.
Tracking down that moose.
Tovum tricked everybody, saying his brother told him in a dream to go kill the moose.
That's right. Yeah,
Mhm.
they had to get vengeance on the moose
Fucking tricksters.
because it embodied the spirit of his killer.
Yep.
Or something like that. I don't. The
Yeah.
And then
details were.
Tovum got close to dying again.
And then
Yep.
rescue.
Yeah, I almost bagged 2 cats in the first couple episodes here.
Yep.
Yep.
I think that'd be some kind of record to like die twice in the same campaign within.
Bird in the bush.
You already
2
hold that
sessions.
record,
Yeah.
Chris.
Oh, I guess I do, don't I?
Well, it's a separate category for a different
Yeah.
game, but
Wait, what did your Chris do?
when he lost both his lives on that depths
Oh.
quest.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, has anybody in any of our campaigns, has anybody lost 2 characters other than Tucker? I think he may be the only one because he lost in the Starfinder campaign. He lost Larceny and the other one, didn't he? The
Yeah,
one he made after Larceny.
I
I
killed the
mean-
one after Larceny, right?
Yeah, with the gun on the
Yeah.
starship.
Up until now, I've only ever lost 1 character, and that was from Arkanstar or Alkenstar.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe that's a good discussion question. All right, scrap the first one. Let's talk about our previous character deaths. Most memorable death. How about that? So Chris, why don't you kick us off?
Jaren Stone.
Jaren
Sharon Stone.
Stone.
Who?
Why do
Tom,
I know
you're the
that
one
name?
that killed him.
Jaren.
I
That
know
was
that was the joke. Who?
yeah. That was the
Oh, you had an envoy?
Starfighter. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
he was
It was the one before he made the
Oh,
envoy.
that's right. Yeah.
Was his
I
the
forgot about
mystic.
him.
He was a
Yeah,
mystic.
Mystic.
What a terrible character.
It was a mistake.
That was the fight that I was expecting Glass Cannon to like. I was expecting
Yeah.
Troy to mop face, and they did
It was,
adjustments.
yeah,
They did more
chunked
adjustments
that
than I
fight out
did.
so much.
Yeah.
And they had more players too. Like I think they should have run it straight up and it would have been perfectly balanced. I mean, it would have been very difficult still, but I think with the additional players, it would have been a really good fight. I was actually really disappointed in that. I was listening to that podcast like, hey, I think it was one of their best podcasts. I'm talking about Androids and Aliens by the Glass Cannon podcast. Just a quick shout out. But I think it's one of the best ones they did. But a lot of it I was listening to get to that point because I wanted to see how they did in the fight, and it was like a total letdown. Okay, so Jaren Stone, do you remember? I remember he died to like there
It,
was
it was a boss fight, a mini
Yeah.
yeah,
boss
it was like
It
the
was
boss
like
before the boss, wasn't it? I thought it was right
Yeah.
before the end boss.
Yeah.
Or was it the
yeah,
end boss?
it was the end boss of the area y'all were in. It wasn't the end fight of the book though.
Yeah.
You guys were in that. You were in.
Kind of complex or something.
Yeah, you were in like a holy place, and that this like primitive yet futuristic alien race had holed themselves up in there because they thought it sacred, and one of the important people that y'all met were like, I need you to like get in there to like either reason with him or to get him to come out essentially because they were assisting the cult of the devourer. And like they had like plans or a map or something of like how to get the whatever it was, the planar distillerator. I don't remember the name of it.
Yeah, the Stellar Degenerator.
Yeah.
The degenerates.
Okay. Dom, what about your most memorable character death?
Ragnaros, the second.
Ragnaros, this is from the D&D campaign?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Love
tough break
Rag.
because I kind of gave you guys the option of like somebody's got to go. Who's it
Yeah.
gonna be? And you fell on the sword. I mean, I think it was a great choice. It was very fitting for him to go out that way. But what were your thoughts?
Well, it's just like looking back on some of my other characters that have died, like Val. Like I don't think I really got to explore Val as a character when he died. And I didn't really count any of like the super old characters, like that character we had in 4th edition.
Yeah.
Voth. I was just like, that was a fun like learning experience, but like I didn't really, it wasn't like super
we were still
into
just
it.
finding our legs.
Right. I think Rag was at a point where like I know the game a lot better, was really into the story and like where Rag was in it, and that, like you said, someone had to die, and it sucked. Even though I advocated for him to take the sword, but like, it still sucked having to lose him.
Yeah, I think we were all trying to take the sword on that one. It seemed like.
Well, and Rag died before the sword, though. He died to what was Archon the Cruel, right?
Rag? No, I don't think he did.
No, I think there was a situation where we were all knocked out.
Oh
So,
no,
yeah, I thought
sorry.
that's what
No,
you were talking
that
about.
is Archon was the one who killed Rag.
Yeah, because later it ended up being Tucker's character, the Minotaur, that grabbed the sword, and you guys
I meant
realized,
falling on the sword.
Falling
as
on the
in,
sword.
oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean
I
like
gotcha.
taking uh,
Yeah.
taking that sword.
Not taking Zerial's sword. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Great example. Gribble, what you got?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, I've only had the one death, which was dealing Colt Montana. Really young character, actually, level 2.
Just
Yeah.
like
I
our
can't
young
remember.
Movat.
Did somebody else die with me too, or was it just me?
Yep. My
Yeah, no, we basically wiped on that fight.
all but one,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, someone
not
people-
everybody
there
was
still
there. So
Yeah,
That's what it was. Not
yeah,
everyone
the
was playing
characters
that
that
night.
weren't there,
Yeah.
Dom didn't kill those, but I know my character died, and Chakris's character, who was his brother, died. Right?
Yep.
Was there another one,
That
or
was
was it
a-
just us three?
Yeah, Tuck was in
think it was
jail
just-
or something.
I think it was just us three, and that's
Yeah.
part of the
Yeah.
reason why we wiped.
Right.
Oh, we were running somebody.
And
I think
it
we
was
were
to
running
note,
Swing's character as well.
we were
but-
deciding even on if we were going to play that night, and I said we were going
Yeah.
to skip it, and I got outvoted.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That's
them's
what
the
it was.
breaks.
That was
Yeah.
a fun fight, but that
Yeah.
you guys did roll
Glad
like
you enjoyed
shit.
it.
And
Yeah, we rolled like shit, and they rolled rocks too.
Yeah,
Like, they
I
came
rolled
in and
rocks
just steamrolled
and-
us.
y'all just rolled like shit. It was just
The whole
not in y'all's
poison
favor.
thing is what killed me
Yeah.
because I was already down and I was getting poison ticks, which gave me another.
Well, yeah,
what was
Pathfinder
it?
2 is
Yeah.
like brutal when it comes to persistent damage. Basically, any kind of
Mhm.
persistent damage is like the biggest killer. Let's talk about B-Will. What do you got for character death? You've lost a few, right?
I think I've only really lost 2. Movat, who I was trying to get killed, and
Job well done.
okay, thank you.
You failed
Yeah.
successfully.
Well, technically, you've had 3 B-Will. So,
Well, I remember Monk.
and
Mhm.
then your paladin guy that everyone hated, and we
Oh,
killed him.
I
Well,
just
B-Will
don't
wasn't
remember
there
him.
for that though, so that doesn't really count.
Okay. Well, we killed that character.
You killed that character, yeah.
Me and Tuck called a meteor down on his like fancy schmancy fucking home and killed him.
They buried it into the ground.
So that's why I don't remember that one. So yeah, Monk is going to be the most memorable one because I want to say,
Tucker fucking killed him.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tucker killed him.
Tucker has killed so many of your characters.
Tucker has killed a lot of my characters.
Oh, Tucker killed one of Swing's characters too, if you'll remember.
Yeah, Tucker killed me
one?
with an arrow.
Radicus in Rune Lords. He was trying to do
Crit fail.
trying to save him. Yeah, with
Oh, I
a
forgot
medicine
about
check
that.
and crit
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah. I mean, he was in a pretty bad spot, but yeah, that crit fail. Oof. But yeah, for Monk, I remember we had like a little monument be placed somewhere out nearby where he died. But yeah,
Yes.
you guys were fighting I want to say it was an aboleth.
I don't remember. I remember he was in the water and he was
Mhm.
trying to swim
Yeah.
back to the surface or something, and Tuck went to shoot an arrow and critically missed and hit me instead.
hmm Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was an aboleth because they're like underwater mind control people.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't. I don't think it was an accident. Like Tucker's character got mind controlled, and he was killing you on purpose.
Just
That's
like
right.
like in the Secrets of Magic test one shot that
Yeah.
we did.
Mind control Tucker, win the game. That's the GM's playbook right there.
Yeah, if you just CC me, I don't actually hurt the
Yeah,
party.
CC Dom, mind control Tucker, GG. Okay, Luke, do you have any character deaths? I don't know I mean, you played in the Shadowrun game. You didn't lose anybody in that, right?
No, I don't think I've ever lost anything with y'all.
Yeah. What about before? Anything?
I lost a ranger
Oh,
to a goddamn arrow.
To the
in his
knee.
knee?
That's ironic.
No, I definitely took it in the face.
Yeah.
Was his favorite terrain fjord? Was he a fjord ranger?
Nice.
No.
Ooh,
Oh, nice,
ooh.
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That
Lord
takes a
just
fucking
a
Ranger.
stupid
takes a second
arrow
to settle
the
in.
face.
It's a slow burn.
and
It was
just-
good.
Did you? I mean, was it?
When
Did
he
you deserve it, Luke, or was it a
Did I-
bad death?
And it's just one of those things that happens. You're just sitting there, and you've already taken a couple of hits, and then DM just dropped some ice on the table and was like, "Oh, bro, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, I'm reminded of Tucker's not here to speak for himself, so I'll do his. It was Varys.
Yeah. That death.
Where well, and it wasn't he died a couple of times with that character. Didn't he get rezzed?
Yeah. Didn't he? Who got disintegrated?
I think it was Varys because he was a fine pile
Yeah,
of dust.
and then it was
yeah.
like maybe a few sessions later where
Yeah.
he was like, "I'm gonna go check out this fucking dragon horde by myself."
Yeah, he and you guys knew that there were 2 adult red dragons in this den, and he was like, "It's cool. I'm gonna sneak in there." And then he planned to use some kind of get out of jail free card that he had, but I don't remember what happened. Like something went wrong with it. It didn't go off, or it didn't work the way he thought it did. And yeah, they knocked him unconscious, and then one of them flew him up in the air and dropped him into a pool of molten gold.
I remember that.
Along with our bag of holding of everything that we had collected
Yeah.
through the campaign.
Yep.
I mean, if you gotta go, that's a pretty solid way.
That's the most
Solid.
memorable for me.
Solid joke.
I was just thinking, I don't
Yeah.
know, other than shit, what was my character's name in Outlaws? The one that died. It was
I
let me
had
open one.
Ezra, you had Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Yeah, that's right. Have I had other characters that died?
You had your druid that died with Val.
Yeah. I was gonna say before Ezekiel, probably Lore, because Lore at least got to level 5, and I was really enjoying her character. But you know, like you said with Val, we just didn't really get very far with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. That's what happens when you're mostly the GM. You don't have a lot of character deaths.
Who's your
No,
favorite
you have
kill
all
then?
the character deaths. All the character
They're all
deaths
on your
are you.
shoulders, including the ones, the Starfinder ones that we lost to the Akadas.
Mm.
Who was your favorite kill though? If you don't have a favorite death.
Tucker.
Favorite kill.
Hey, Tucker.
I mean, Tucker was a
Not
good
even
one.
hesitation. Just like didn't even have to think about it.
Tucker was a good one.
I mean,
Because
Dropped him in gold.
yeah, I mean, but he did get a fight.
Oh, I
did
guess
give him a fight. We played it straight, and he lost, and then I dropped him into gold. So, yeah, I got to narrate that one a little bit, which was fun. But I guess yeah, that would probably be the best. I mean,
best, not most pleasing. I was thinking most pleasing.
yeah. I mean, Marcus's death was also pretty fun because
Marcus.
yeah, that Marcus Blackwell was the character, the
I
Dark Knight
remember.
guy.
Yeah,
Mm.
I remember that guy now. Yeah.
You played him
But,
so well, B Will.
He was a real asshole, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
he
a
was
super
a real asshole. He was such an asshole that 2 characters leveled up to at least level 17 just so they could learn Meteor Swarm, so that they could cast it on his balcony, and he came out in the morning to greet the sun. Just
The sun greeted him. It
that's
was-
right. Yes.
And I don't remember that guy at all. I remember the name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I
I remember
Yeah,
you
you
only
didn't play him for
you-
very long.
Yeah, you played him for like maybe 3 sessions before you were like, I don't like playing him.
No, I think the thing was I'm playing this too well and I don't like it.
Yeah, that may have been it. That may have been it.
But yeah, then you went on to play Ronferbane, who I think was a fan favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rubberbane.
Yep. Good old rocks for brain.
Okay. Well, all right. Let's talk about the game that we're currently playing. We already did a little bit of recap. I would say the stuff that we haven't touched on yet, mostly, we're moose hunting. You guys gathered a bunch of meat. You have 33 rations currently. And then after that, you went back. You dropped the meat off, I think, at the ship and came back out. Excuse me.
We used Dom's capabilities and a little bending of the rules for the salting of the meat.
There was a
That's
post
right.
today on the 2E subreddit about a wood kineticist creating plant-based material with base kinesis, and the majority of the post was like, yeah, you can do that. And I was like,
Oh, well,
How
we're
much
rich
wood would a
boys.
wood kineticist wood if a wood kineticist had good
Yeah.
wood?
it's like,
We're gonna go to the
I
gym
don't know.
plane.
Maybe if somebody had a last name of Woods, he could tell us.
I don't know anything about that.
can't see the woods for the trees.
That's right. Um,
Okay.
so
I just can't see my wood.
yeah, we let Dom pull Salt out of the plane of Earth, which was probably the first mistake in a long chain of mistakes that will lead to the implosion of this campaign. But for the moment, we're having fun. And yeah, salted
Yep.
the meat. You guys didn't do a great job in terms of like harvesting the meat, so there was probably a ton of meat that kind of went to waste off of the moose, but you did still end up with a ton just because it's a moose. And then you ended up going back to the island, and instead of going to the temple, which you were already aware of at that time, you decided to go north along the beach. The temple, if you remember, was to the south. And to the north, you found another outcropping, and on the other side of it, in the bay, you saw a ship, like a flute-style merchant ship almost. Um, and it was flying the personal emblem of Captain Coral, whom you recalled vaguely had some kind of interaction with Captain Frozenhand in the past, but nobody was really clear on it. Even after asking like Hollister later, he didn't really know much more. Um, and but on the beach, you saw three sailors were like in the process of burying a large coffer, and two of your companions were manacled on the shore, Hollister and Rain. Um, and you were able to break them free without any trouble because three undead creatures came out of the water and dragged the sailors beneath the waves.
That's when we nope right out.
And yeah,
Well,
I
we
believe it
didn't
was
nope immediately. We went and grabbed that locker
yeah,
first, and
I
then
think it
Yeah.
was Bromir made a mad dash for it because he was faster than everybody. Grabbed the coffer, turned around and bolted, and you guys made it out without any combat there. And after they followed you for a while, but then eventually gave up the chase and just kind of turned around. And it was at that point that you guys had a brief discussion with Hollister and Rain, and they seemed to be just as much in the dark as you guys. They were wearing like makeshift clothing from vines and a little bit of hide or whatever strips of cloth that they could find. They didn't know how they got where they were. They woke up in the middle of the island somewhere, and that was all they knew. It was just a couple of days ago, just like you guys. After that, you returned back to the ship, and all the while, it felt like eyes were watching you, but nothing showed its face.
Didn't we also come across another reference or something else that made us think about going back to the temple? I don't remember.
I think
Um,
we were. Um,
I don't think anything we'll think about. I think the temple is just on our minds because it's the only thing that we can think of to do on the island currently.
mhm.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's
That's true.
explore or go to the temple. I think we'll regret not going to the temple.
Yeah.
there's gotta be fat looters in there.
Gotta be.
There were traps. There's only the
traps
fattest of
mean
loot is
loot,
behind
right?
traps.
Yeah.
I mean, no one traps nothing.
Right.
Well, I guess, yeah, let's see. You guys did get back to the ship. You rested. You noticed that Tavum's eye was more red
At
when you
night.
got back to
Yeah.
the ship.
Does my butthole feel weird?
Did you
It
say
doesn't
is your
feel good.
butthole red? What?
Yeah, you've
I
been
just
you've
wanted
been
to make
wiping
sure
with like
that
random
yeah.
leaves and shit. So probably
Well,
maybe sand on the beach. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are doing.
That stuff does get everywhere.
Yeah,
It's coarse.
it's gritty.
Gonna take forever to get
I
out of my fur.
prestidigitate all the sand off my off my person.
Do you offer that luxury to anybody else? I'll touch your butt with my magic.
Oh,
Spread them cheeks.
No.
I do
no,
think
thank you.
I'm trying to remember what my current leads are. I think one of them is
One was the
They
moose.
are the deluged god.
the Deluge
Yep.
God.
And the sense of being watched.
Okay. Oh, so I
did
did
you
set that.
change-
Okay.
Okay, I remember he
No.
had the moose as a lead at one point.
Well, yeah, and
Yeah,
I was considering after the last session, I was considering switching it over, one of them over to Tovam's Eye. But I'm not sure yet. Not at this point. I think I'm just gonna like maybe once a day attempt a medicine check on it, or if I feel like it's something else, occultic or whatever, try one of the other recall knowledge checks.
You could invent penicillin. Who knows?
Could try. If only I had herbalism lore.
Bewell, would Tavam generally be okay with Wesley like inspecting it once a day, or is that something he would maybe not be cool with?
He said BRB.
Oh,
in the chat.
shoot, my bad.
Yeah, of course.
I
You
missed
asked me
that.
a question while I'm. I'll be
Oh,
right
sorry.
back.
I didn't notice your message there.
No, probably not, because he's not. I don't think he's fully aware exactly why his eyes glowing red.
So you'd be okay with him looking at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, and maybe I would like cycle through, start medically. Like, did you say it's glowing or is it just reddish?
It's not a glow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just red.
So as far as I can tell right now, it looks like it's physical.
Like, yeah, and red is maybe the wrong word. I realize like parts of it are kind of red and parts of it are sort of more orange. It's almost like as if it's a flame, like burning in his
flame.
eye, but it's just frozen in one state. It's not like moving. It's just in that one.
Okay.
But it's like orange and red kind of thing.
And then maybe if I can't get anything out of medical, then I'd probably switch to like occult or arcane or divine, probably in that order. I don't know.
You know what they did, Wesley, for stuff like that is cauterization. And if it's already fire-like, then it must be okay. It must be fire-resistant.
I'd recommend heating up a hot metal poker and just stick it in there.
Get it right in his eye socket.
Melt it out. You know, it's like the Bible said: gouge
Eye
out
for
the
an
eye
eye?
that offends you.
Oh,
You know, or no, if your sight
If your-
offends you, gouge
If
out
your
your
right
eye.
hand offends you, cut it off. If your right eye offends you, or causes you to stumble, gouge it out.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that was Bible study with.
I mean, we could move on. I could certainly expound on that if you wish.
all right. So anyway,
I feel like we'll get plenty of metaphor in the session.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. So picking up there, you guys do get a full rest if you recall when you got
cool.
Hollister and Roscoe. Hollister and Rain and Roscoe back to the ship. They did like search around and found some like real clothing and stuff like that. Probably not theirs from before, but maybe, who knows. If you recall, like when you found the ship, everything was just in a massive jumble from circling the maelstrom. So it was all kind of a mess. I will say, over the course of the evening, Wesley, you do, earlier you did a recall knowledge and we're trying to kind of like figure out information about the ghosts that you fought.
Yeah.
And you were able to.
I got to step out for a second. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Rest in pieces. Well, we'll pick that up later then. Is anybody doing anything for their morning preparations other than their usual stuff?
I'm gonna stretch.
Okay.
It's always good to stretch.
Yeah, I
I
know
like it.
we took turns doing watch on this particular.
Yeah, B. Well, you did mention doing a watch. The evening does pass uneventfully, but I'm assuming that you guys were keeping a watch, um, and so it passed uneventfully.
Yeah.
I will wake up, clean my clothes so I'm nice and spotless. Offer prayers to Pharasma. Although, you know what? I scratch that. I don't offer prayers to Pharasma. I don't know.
You think a little bit about Pharasma?
Well, I don't know. So she gave him the blessing, but I'm not too sure that he would actually know it was her that was blessing him.
Yeah, he may not, or he may
Because
intuitively
somebody
sense
blessed
it.
him.
I would
Yeah.
say it's kind of up to you.
Look into your thoughts. You know it
Right.
to be true.
Search your feelings.
Trying to think if he would have come across her name in any of the books that he took.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
Because they were about
100%.
undead, so yeah, she would have been mentioned for sure.
Okay.
Even if it
Pharasma's-
wasn't really about her, she would have been mentioned.
She's big on not liking the undead.
Killing them
Keeping-
undeads.
Yeah. All right. Well then, yeah. So I'll probably, while cleaning clothes, offer up some prayers to her.
Okay.
Very happy that Lewis went ahead and was like, Pharasma's safe.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
her and Asmodeus are my number one picks on who's dying. So I'm
Yeah,
glad
the
that
Asmodeus seems like a very sensible pick. The one guy had a great theory about Caden Kalian, which I was like,
I would riot if Caden
I
dies.
see that. Yeah.
Do you
And
think?
I mean, he would be a pick that would be impactful, I think, but also not make too much waves. You know what I mean? Like if it's Asmodeus, that's big.
Yeah,
But,
if
hey, do you-
Asmodeus dies, that opens up possibilities for Rovagug being released. But with Pharasma knocked out, it's either my next pick is either Shellen or Zonkuthan. One of those two's getting fucked.
I'm sorry. Are we
Yeah.
picking who's going to win the Super Bowl? What's going
I
on?
No,
know.
this is one of the inner sea gods is going to canonically die in Galarian
And
in the
it's gonna
next
make waves.
the next thing.
Okay.
So
They're not
they've
the only
announced
god
that
that's dying, but
they've
they're
announced that one is dying, and they said it's going to be like one of the big 20 or whatever, right? The major.
yeah.
So everybody's like guessing, and they were gonna. I thought they were going to announce it like Wednesday, but they instead of announcing who is going to die, they announced one person who is not going to die.
Yeah.
And apparently they're going to go through. I don't know if they're going to do all of them that way or what.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
Oh no, you're
take
fine.
us off track.
Yeah. That gave us an opportunity to get Chris back, which is really what I was aiming for,
apologize.
anyways.
I apologize.
No, you're good. But yeah, I was gonna say to Chris, during your watch in the evening, you're able to spend some time, kind of, remembering what you know about ghosts and sort of moving around the ship and getting a feel for the sort of negative energy that's kind of residual here on the ship. And you're eventually able to you feel like this is a haunt that's based around being forgotten. You think that if these tormented souls can be like assured that they are remembered, and this happens sometimes. Typically they can be shown to be remembered through like a belonging that they had, or it could be by like reciting their names, or different kinds of rituals can be used to sort of satisfy that. But that's what you gather right now. Of course, you don't really know necessarily who they are.
Right.
So
That would take some
it could be.
investigation. But I do feel like they're tied to the ship, right?
Yeah, you do get the impression they
Okay.
are tied to the constellation.
Right.
But then the morning comes. You guys,
Good for morning.
everybody's gonna eat. And of course, now you have more mouths to feed. So it's -10 rations.
I thought we agreed that we were gonna kill and eat Roscoe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure more mouths to feed means we better get some extra rolls and some bullshit.
Extra, like baked rolls, like bread.
Baked goods.
I mean, yeah,
No?
yeah. Everybody likes
fresh
bread.
baked dreams.
Yeah.
Maybe the others can help out. I don't know. We'll see. Which do you guys mention to Roscoe, Hollister, and Rain about the haunting on the ship, or do you not mention it?
I would say we probably would mention it because we would need to. It would come up in discussions of night watch, what to look out for.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good
Oh
point.
yeah, and ghosts.
Also, you're gonna watch out for ghosts. Sometimes they
Apparently,
just rise up through the floor of the ship.
not sure how that happened, but it's a thing.
It happens. Okay, so I think then the morning comes, you guys do your preparations, and none of them, Hollister, Rain, or Roscoe, are very keen on staying on the ship when you guys leave.
Was it because of the ghost thing?
I'm getting some feedback from you there, B. Will, on your microphone.
I gotta fix the music.
That sweet music. So loud. Sorry, what'd you say, Chris?
Are they hesitant because of the ghosts? I mean, is it because we
Yeah,
mentioned
they're
ghosts?
they
Definitely
seem like
not.
they don't want to. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, they're planning to cross over to the main island with you in the dinghy, if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah.
Alright.
He said dinghy.
Nice. I mean, what else would it be called to Chris? Okay.
I mean, shouldn't somebody stay behind and guard the ship and supplies, our rations and stuff? Do we really need to take
In
these?
case.
Pretty sure if
Yeah.
we're
I don't-
going,
I don't want to stay.
spelunking, we should probably bring our rations with us.
There's
Yeah,
that.
you could bring him.
Yeah.
I'm assuming
if-
Captain Coral wouldn't be able to pull the Constellation off of the rocks or whatever.
He probably could, because I mean, based on the size of his ship, you assume he probably has a crew of at least 70 to 80. So I mean, they could, yeah, if they knew where it was and they were interested in doing so. You don't know if they know where the ship is, or if you're not within a couple miles of it, you just would not even see it really. So you could run right into it, or you could sail right past it and never know. Thoughts,
And prayers.
feelings? So as I understand it, you guys are going to cross over. You're going to take everybody with you and your rations.
Will they all fit in the dinghy?
Yeah, I think the dinghy it will be maxed out with all of that, but it'll be just big enough for everybody to go.
The biggest
Um,
dinghy
That
I've
sounds
ever
like a
seen.
plan, I assume.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah, I assume
Nice.
Chris told us what he thought about the ghost, so
Yeah.
maybe
yeah,
going to a place where we found that we should be exploring. And if, as explorers, I'm pretty sure we think that, abandoned underground stuff usually has ghosts.
Good.
Yeah. And I would probably, especially Hollister, because I know he's been on the ship a while. Were the ghosts kind of distinctive? I mean, I'm assuming they all looked like maybe somewhat similar to their original forms. They weren't like identical to each other, right? Were they were distinct from each other in appearance?
Oh,
Uh,
that was this
I
camera
froze him.
frozen.
I froze him with that question.
Oh no, he looks pissed.
I don't know. I seem to be updated. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, I asked a question and it was like,
Just silence.
Oh, it looks like I'm still frozen on the stream.
Just delayed.
there it goes.
Just like, what dumbass question just came out this man's mouth?
So wait, you're gonna have to remind me now. What was the question?
Okay, so
Oh, that's right.
their
they do have
appearance.
individual appearances.
Okay. So I guess while we're on the dinghy headed towards land, I'll get with Hollister and kind of quiz him with the descriptions as best as I can remember, and see if he remembers anybody that may fit the description.
Well, a couple of those don't really strike me, but the one, I mean, he said he had a big scar on his cheek and he was missing an eye. That could be old Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. Was he a bullfrog?
He was a good friend of mine. I don't know if he was a bullfrog.
Old germ.
Okay.
It seems like you would know if he was a bullfrog.
Yeah, being close like we were, surely.
I mean,
so you guys
it
make
could
it
have
to
been
the
a cow
shore.
frog. I don't know.
Okay. You make it to the shore and kind of pull the dinghy up onto the shore ways. I imagine kind of hide it. And you want to make your way directly to the temple.
I think we may as well.
Yep.
Okay. Let's
get
jiggy with it.
I guess I also want to do a little thing on the way there on the boat.
Okay.
Still, I'm gonna ask Wes. Gonna need some heals. Do you have any bandages with you?
You're still hurt even after the long rest?
Yeah.
After the longie?
Yeah. I only got 2 HP back.
Yeah, you only get your con mod.
Yeah.
Since you guys were long resting, I'll go ahead and say you can go to full because you've got
Okay.
you've got Wesley who can treat your wounds like once an
Yeah.
hour. So you guys had plenty of time to just like get topped up.
All right. Cool.
So yeah, and that goes for everybody. Anybody who's missing any HP, feel free to top it on up.
He is based. He is benevolent.
He is the base. Oh, and we're gonna do the double H point again this time. I thought that went pretty well.
Cool.
We'll try it again.
I just want to
See.
put on the record. I didn't say it last week, but I still have that one bonus hero point that I've not yet used.
Bonus hero point. Okay. No.
So I got a total of 3 H points. For the
Yeah.
night.
That Chris, I think, has a birthday point still, right? You just had a birthday like last month, right?
Just
I
nod
did
your head,
in
Chris.
December.
Nod
Yeah,
your
just
head.
say yes.
Yeah.
Just nod your
Yeah.
head.
Did you use it?
No.
I don't remember.
I don't think so.
No, is the
I don't
answer to
know that
question.
I don't know that it ever came up because with all the chaos going on over Christmas break, didn't get to mention birthdays or something. But yeah.
Well, we have a
make a
rule
note
that
here.
if you have a birthday while the campaign is running, you get a hero point that lingers that you can use whenever you want to. Okay. So let's activate the sunken structure.
Oh.
So you guys are right back where you were. If you recall, this room in here like has these squiggly patterns on the floor, and it had some sort of subtle rune work in the ceiling that turned out to be what drove the magic of the trap. And last time you were here, you were able to disable that. It looks like it is still disabled.
Can we unpause, or do we have to stay paused?
Oh, we can unpause.
Okay.
Dom, you're not seeing the map.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh.
Okay. Let me know if that fixes it or not.
I don't see a Dom token. Maybe that's why.
I was stuck on the other map. My token's there, bro.
Yeah, he's right there. This is where Dom is right here.
Oh, down here. Oh, is it right here?
But yeah, I'm good. I just needed to refresh.
Right there. Right there.
I'm right here.
Okay. All right.
All right.
How do you guys approach here?
With my legs.
I like it. Oh, that's
Very,
strong.
very careful.
I'm gonna go dick first.
Nice. As is custom.
That's right.
You've only got 2 options in life. You can either go head first or head first.
Hey.
Oh,
You only got you also have the Leif option too, which is the way you came.
The Leif option, you say?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way you came.
Nah, I'm good.
That's very true.
Okay, so you guys are just rolling in there. Everything seems to be fine. It's Like the floors seems like it's always a little bit damp in here, moist, but it's not like not wet. There's no standing water.
Can we make a check just to make sure that the trap is still disabled?
You do a perception check if you'd like to.
Because I definitely don't want to get hit by that thing again.
Okay.
While he's percepting, I want to what's that spell called?
What all did we bring
Guidance.
on the little boat with us? dinghy?
Rations.
Rations. Would rations include rope, or is that just
I
food
have
rations?
rope on me.
Yeah,
You have rope?
typically people who
Yeah.
have like their adventuring kits and stuff, they would bring that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have rope on.
And then I imagine I would have brought the potions and spells that we
Yeah.
found right outside the door.
Yeah, I assume it. Generally speaking, anything that you guys have in like your shared loot pile, if you, I mean, as long as it's not crazy overweight, you generally, I assume, have that with you.
What
don't
do you
think you
guys
guys
think
have really
about
looted that.
tying me with rope and I jump off the edge of this inner circle with the water?
Sure.
Why?
Why?
Curiosity.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I'll pull my rope out and tie him off.
All right. I will lend
I'll
my
whip
strength.
my rope out. Okay, you're getting your. How much rope do you guys
Just
have?
to recall, that's where the water went to after the trap went off. The water
Yeah, it like drained
kind
out.
of like drained into there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looked like maybe some of it kind of drained out, but then the rest of it seemed to be absorbed like by the floor itself.
Yeah.
I've got 50 foot of rope.
And it was kind of how far down? It was kind of a little far.
Yeah, I think it was about 100 feet down to the water surface, and then you weren't sure how much below that the water actually went. Let's take a quick break here. I've got to grab a beer and make a phone call. But let's meet back up in 5 minutes.
Okay.
Figure out how much rope you're gonna have, and we'll be ready to rock.
All right.
I've got 50 foot of rope. And assuming if you just have the rope from one of the adventure packs, you probably have 50 foot as well.
I believe I have.
That's what I was saying. I don't have an adventure pack.
I was at Luke. So he said he's got rope.
Yeah, I
as
got
well.
50 feet as well. Actually, I have 100 feet.
So
Right
I could
now.
have sworn I had rope because I've got a grappling hook, but no rope. So I wonder if I just
Scroll
forgot
to
to put
the
the rope.
very bottom in the container section. It might be in your backpack.
Yes, that's what I'm looking at. Is inside my backpack, and I don't see rope. Like, how did I bought rope? Because I've got a grappling hook. What goes a grappling hook without rope?
Nothing.
Right? Hey guys, I got a hook that grapples.
Does the grappling hook not come standard with rope onto it?
No.
That's very weird. Then
So I assume I would have rope. I don't know why I don't have it though. We're definitely gonna be adding some rope.
Yeah, 50 feet of rope is 5 silver, and a grappling hook by itself is 1 silver.
Yeah.
So, like, you need to have both.
Right. I totally have some rope. I don't know why.
And ask Tev whenever he gets back. So, if you purchased a adventurers pack, then you would definitely have one. Let me check something.
I have rope as well.
The only thing is if you... Well, nope, never mind. Even if you went with the barbarian class kit, it still comes with a rope as well.
Yeah.
Because it comes with an adventurers pack and a grappling hook. But I don't think you have any of the items from a barbarian kit.
Yeah, I didn't buy the barbarian kit.
But if you have a bedroll, 10 pieces of chalk, flint and steel, 2 weeks of rations, soap, 5 torches, and a water skin, then you probably picked up the adventurers pack.
Right? So I don't know why the rope's gone. I wonder if I accidentally dragged it off.
That's
You
possible.
You didn't eat it, did you?
I mean, we can't
Or
say
maybe
no.
smoke it. Or maybe smoke it. I mean, hemp, right? Am I right?
And the only other, if it's not in the backpack container, then
Yeah,
it would be in equipment.
it's nowhere.
Sorry about that.
All good.
So to answer your question as to why, it was more about the note that we found nearby. It was something along the lines of the deluge god's tears. Follow it and cover your head, or cover your head in the deluge god's tears, and your passage will be safe. No,
It just
this
made me think that I
this
needed
could
to
just be
take a
nothing at
shower.
all, but it could be what it's talking about. But we don't know.
Yeah.
You don't
Well,
know.
it wouldn't hurt to check just to be sure.
As long as I'm not the one checking, yeah, I'm good with it.
How much rope did you say? I know Svalder's got 50. Luke, did
got
you say you've
50.
got? Somebody else has
About
50?
50.
I've got
Okay.
everything from the adventures pack except rope, and I was curious as to why. I think I dragged it off by accident. So
Oh, yeah. I don't remember you, like, cutting it up or losing it. Does anybody
Yeah.
else?
I still
You
think
wanna-
you
don't remember
smoked
that.
it.
If you want to add it on there, that's fine.
Okay. Well then, yes, I have 50 feet of rope as well.
Somebody give me a hot survival check for how well you combine these lengths of rope to determine whether or
Oh.
not Boromir lives or dies. And
I don't think you want me doing it.
Ah,
I'll
not?
pass.
Yo, what
Wait,
the
who's
fuck? My
rolling
die
what?
was hella cracked, man. I had a 19 on my screen.
Oh, it doesn't matter. They're both 17s.
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, I mean that's pretty good. You guys get like a nice, knot. I don't know anything about knots, but it's one of the good ones that works really well. And the rope is now 100 feet long. So as you like hold it down into the water, you can see the end of the rope is just kind of touching the surface there. Romir, you're going down alone.
I assume that I'm going down alone.
Give me an athletics check to climb. Not going to be a difficult one because you're
I'm
just
jumping off the
descending.
edge.
Oh, you're just going to jump in. Okay,
Yeah.
so the rope is just in.
It's
preparation.
water down there, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I mean, 100 feet is still pretty far. I'm gonna have to ask you to make a diving
Oh.
check.
Oh,
What is the diving check?
I'm assuming that would be
acrobatics.
athletics.
Acrobatic?
You
Are
die.
you sure? Are you sure?
Well, if it were a 1,
Yeah, I mean, beating a 10 means that you don't belly flop, so you do okay. I am gonna say, let's just spice it up here. You catch a little bit of bludgeoning damage just for hitting pretty hard. Oh shit! Sorry, I need to get back onto public here. And you get 2 points of bludgeoning.
There's some relevant rules for you, by the way, just in case.
That's for jumping into water.
drowning in
Sure,
suffocation.
yeah.
Drowning in suffocation.
Okay.
Well, yeah, as you hit the
Yeah.
surface of the
Did I
water,
take that
you're-
too? I didn't take that too.
Yeah, go ahead and grab you that too.
Lucky
As you hit the
token.
surface of the water, and you kind of like go under it, there's a moment of like, instinctive like, oh god, I'm underwater, I can't breathe. But then a sudden calm comes over you as you realize what do you realize?
Oh. That I'm not drowning.
Oh yeah, I totally
That's right.
forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Suddenly you realize you're like, it's like you're like, oh, I have to hold my breath, and you're expecting to feel that like burning sensation, but then it just never comes, and you're like, oh, I'm fine.
Hell yeah, that's super cool.
So yeah, as you kind of like swim downward, you can see it's really dark down here. Do you have a source of
I've got low light. I
you
don't
got low
know if
light?
that helps
Okay.
underwater or anything.
It'll
What I
help for a ways.
what
Basically like
I
as oh go ahead, Don.
or would I be able to tell like how far he is so I could like send him um a magical source of light? Well, not magical, but a water resistant fire for him to see.
Can you keep it with him?
Up
Or
to 30 feet.
oh no, he's gonna be
Oh,
further.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, by the
I
time
went
he
down
gets to the
100.
water.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
already 100 feet down.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, you can basically as you hit the surface of the water, like it's already dim down here, but as you like swim down, it gets darker and darker and darker. So the low light
Can-
is going to help you
okay.
see further down in, but there will come a point where you just can't see at all.
Did I reach the bottom? Like the floor
Not
of
yet.
the.
No. As you
So is it
swim
pretty deep?
down, yeah, you go down. I want to say like another 20 feet as you swim downward, and you can see along the edge. There's this like circular stonework around you. You're swimming down like a straight tunnel. That's
Okay.
obviously like constructed. It's not a natural tunnel.
Not weathered rock. Okay.
No, this is like stonework, like brickwork. And eventually, after like the 20 feet or so, you break through, and like the room opens up. And at this point, it's starting to get very dark. You're having trouble seeing much at all, but you can see like the room
Cool.
that you're in looks like it's about maybe 60 feet across. You're in the smack in the middle of it. It's a circular room, about 60 feet across, and you can see there are 8 like columns that kind of are form an inner circle, and you're inside of a circle within those columns. As you look down,
Right.
it looks like there's like a pedestal, maybe or like a
A
dais.
dais.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
raises up underneath of where you are. So you're just kind of like floating in the water above that.
Is
Let
is there
me.
like a what's it like a?
I'm gonna delete you for a second, and I'm gonna pull you back out here. If you move down the
Oh,
map,
okay. Yeah.
that's where you are now.
I see.
Now you can't really see down the hallways like this because it's just getting too dark that far out. But I'd say you can make out this room fairly well.
Which way did I come from? Left or right?
You came from straight above, so you just
Oh,
came
straight. Okay,
down.
so this is straight
Yeah.
down. I see. I
Mhm.
didn't swim forward or back. Okay. Um, and I can see this, right? Even though I have low light vision, you said.
Right. Yeah, you can make out like it's hard, but you can make out the shapes and kind of see where you're going.
And I can
You can
see
see that
these
there's
up here.
yeah. It looks like there's doors to the north,
Okay.
and it looks like you can make out that there are tunnels to the southwest and the southeast, and these do not look to be man-made.
Did I lose
So
my orientation?
no, I don't think so. I think you would
Okay.
have. You have a good grasp on it.
So I still know that like this would be the north.
Yeah.
Okay. And I recalled up top there was 2 ways we could go on the left and right, and I think that went to a door.
hmm
But the curious thing I'm interested in are these ways down here.
Mhm.
I'm going to untie myself from the waist. I'm assuming I was tied on the waist with a rope.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure.
If I was, if not, then I'm going to untie myself, and I'm going to start
that's fine.
swimming this way.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and move yourself
Oh,
there.
I guess I could actually move myself that way.
Yeah. And as you get down in here, you see that this tunnel just opens up and goes off the map.
Oh.
But it looks like it just continues this direction for a while
Okay.
ways, and you can see it widens out. And like as you get a little bit further down the tunnel, you can the light actually starts to increase. So like you think this goes back out to maybe the
To the ocean.
yeah, to the ocean. Like if you recall, there's like a cliffside where the beach is, and it falls off. You
Yeah.
think this maybe like goes out to the water level where that cliff, the bottom of that cliff.
Okay, so that's probably what the other side is too, I'm guessing. We go back this way, and I'm going to swim back up. Swim up, not north.
Oh, okay.
And go back up to the and start bobbing into the water.
Okay.
And I'm going to yell. So down here there are some pillars and what looks like to be a or a dais, and some doors, 30 doors. You know, like that Dideus.
Yeah. His voice is
How
like echoing as it comes up the
Like,
the tunnel.
how many potions and scrolls of water breathing did we have again from the pouch?
I think you had one scroll and 2 potions, maybe.
I thought it was 2 and 2.
2 scrolls. So 1 scroll of create water, 1 scroll of water breathing, 2 potions.
Oh, okay. It was I forgot about the create water. Okay.
Yeah.
What are these doors made of? Are they barred doors? Are they solid doors? Are they doors of stone? Or do they have handles?
These are they are stone doors
With a doorknob?
with a door knob. Yes.
Underwater doorknob stone doors.
Underwater doorknob.
They
Yeah,
have doorknobs.
They seem to have sophisticated locking mechanisms on them. As well.
So you're saying we need a key?
Or
Wait,
a
so
thief.
is Bromir yelling this while he's in the water still?
Yeah, he's like
No,
bobbing
yeah.
at the top of the water.
Oh, gotcha.
You can see me
and
if
like-
you look over the edge.
Yeah, kind of like shouting up the shaft.
Gotcha.
The shit.
I thought I was expecting to see him like
Look at that dolphin speak.
Or something.
It's a seahorse. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Who else wants to go down there with him and explore?
I'm still lost as to how he could breathe there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't.
He
It was weird.
down there
I was-
quite some time.
I didn't
Yeah.
even think about it. It was weird. I was swimming and I didn't even think about needing to breathe.
Yeah, and I mean, if you were watching closely, you might have noticed like there weren't any bubbles. Like after the
Bubbles.
first little bit of bubbles, there were no
There
more
was a toot
bubbles that
bubble.
came up. Yeah,
Toot
it was a little toot bubble
Oh.
somewhere midstream.
I'd probably, motion to Svalder and see if he couldn't yell down, be like, how is he breathing?
Head wants to know how you're breathing.
Again,
that
I just
right,
said I don't know.
Sorry, I was thinking aloud.
Tell her I don't know how I'm breathing. He doesn't know how he's breathing.
Underwater.
Ask him how the fuck he's breathing.
You're not undead, are you?
You ain't
Sorry.
dead, are you?
Right.
I might have misinterpreted Head's drawing.
Mm. So yeah, what do you
Um,
guys want to do?
But
Is
I don't
there
know
any-
if these doors are locked or not. I have not yet tried the doors.
Well, go try the doors. I'm not jumping down there if we're just gonna have to climb all the way back up.
How are you with thieves' tool?
I don't know. I don't
If
have
you
any
could-
thieves tools on me.
I was gonna say
I
we
actually
could throw
have
some
a
to
pair
you.
of infiltrator thieves tools, so I have
Oh.
a good pair of thieves tools.
So you say you want to
Ah.
come down then? Okay.
That's not no. I said the exact opposite. I said I didn't want to come down unless we're going somewhere.
So how deep did I go down? Okay, let's say I'm
So
gonna go back.
it's like 20. So if you imagine, if
Uh-huh.
you come down the shaft and you hit the water level, and then
Yeah.
there's another 20 feet of water until you get into the room.
So 4 squares
then-
worth.
Yeah, or 5. Yeah, 4. How does math work?
It's
I don't
5
know.
feet per square.
Yeah, that's for some reason I was like 4 feet per square, right? This is 4 foot squares. Yeah, so
it's lip 100 feet of air, 20
Yeah.
feet of water, room.
and then you're in the room, and the room itself is vaulted, so you think the room's
Uh-huh.
height would probably be 20 or 30 feet too. So,
Wait,
Fuck, that's a lot of pressure.
it's
So
vaulted?
So those who need to breathe, they can typically last and hold your breath for 3 minutes. That's my question. Is that in the
Uh,
rules?
no, so
Didn't you just link that
Based-
down?
you can hold your
based
breath
on
for a number of
con.
rounds equal to 5 plus your con mod.
5
Yeah.
plus con. Okay.
1 round is 6 seconds. So 30 seconds is the base, and then if you have, any more con mod, then it's
Okay.
5.
So it's not a standard. It's dependent on your con.
Right, yeah. So like
Okay.
what is Wesley's con?
+1.
Okay. So Wesley would get 36 seconds before he runs out of air. Um,
I
Oh, that's
feel
fine.
like
We
that's
can have a
super
timer.
low for
I
like
do
even
too.
like the most athletic people. Like we have people
Yeah.
yeah.
who are like, who have
These guys
trained to
jump
be able to do it
15,
for
20,
like,
30 feet straight up.
Hmm.
there are those divers out in like the Pacific Northwest or whatever that like dive for like 5 minutes at a time or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you got to train for that.
Well,
Yeah, they're like
yeah.
extreme, but
Yeah.
you would think like if you had
Like,
a 20 con, that
Mhm.
would be pretty extreme, right?
yeah, I mean, I've got an 18 con, like, but like
Yeah, so
I get
9 times 6. Somebody,
what's
somebody
the
math,
number?
54 or something.
54, yeah.
54.
Yeah, so
My-
basically
That's not
like
even a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I swear I thought I read somewhere the human average. Not saying that everyone can, but it's like 3 minutes, up to 3 minutes.
Oh no.
Oh no.
30 seconds. I think 30 seconds is a pretty decent baseline for someone
Yeah.
who's not trained.
I'm
at all.
pretty sure I can do like 15, 20 seconds.
Yeah. Like if it were life and death, I think most people could make 30, but yeah, just comfortably, you won't catch me
that's
under
like
there for 10 seconds.
standing still, not using any
Right.
muscle, nothing, no exertion.
Right.
Smoking already fucked my lungs up, so like I know I can't do
Yeah.
it. But, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you guys do. I mean, for the sake of simplicity, we will say that if we need to, that Tucker's character is here to cast the water breathing. I don't know if Wesley has that on his list. So
Does
if
he
you
have enough
guys need
spell
somebody to
slots?
cast the scroll, you can. I'm sure he was probably planning to scribe it.
Yeah,
if
he
could,
prepped
but-
it. Yeah, he prepped it.
Well, he didn't. I don't think he's copied it into his book yet because he can't cast that spell. It's a second level spell.
Oh shit.
yeah,
Okay.
we're not.
Really hate
let
to
me
use
see.
it
And
without
I
him.
think
Well,
yes, it is on my list, so I can cast it off
Okay.
the scroll.
I'd still hate to waste if we don't. I'd be like, if we need to, I can go check these doors.
But now the spell does target up to 5 creatures. Just gonna throw that out there. So if
Oh.
you did use it, it would be
For an
like
hour.
everybody.
Yeah.
For an hour.
I mean,
And yeah, I mean,
I'd say use it.
yeah.
So
I still think that I should check the doors because if it is locked, we don't need to have people wasting time down here, right?
I'm
Or
gonna
scrolls.
lean over to
Okay.
Spalder and start miming again. How about we test it with another person to see if they can just instantly breathe?
How about we test it with another person to see if we can instantly breathe?
And while
If
Dom's
if we
leaning
could-
over shouting
what do
that
you mean
down, I'm gonna
instantly
push
breathe?
him.
While Dom's leaning over, shout, just kind of knock him down.
That's exactly what I was gonna do.
That's hilarious right there.
Does Falder go on the drink? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's
And
funny because Slaughter wasn't even
wanna
prepared.
try to shove because like
Do I no.
Because I am an earth kineticist. Okay.
I've got a
Sneak
pretty
attack.
solid fort, so like if you can do it, then by all means.
Are you actually
It'd be
shoving him?
I'll catch you.
No, that's 100 feet down. I'm not
Okay.
absolutely. No.
All
I mean,
It's a fun thought.
Only
But
like
I'll
20
jump
feet
in.
of
I'm not a
water.
cat that likes burning things, so
I'd say, I mean, before anybody jumps, it's very easy for Bromir to go check the doors. They are locked, and like you can see that there's like an obvious mechanism underneath of there's like a lever style thing, and then there's some kind of looks like a metallic mechanism, but it seems to be, it seems like it's held up to the salt water somehow.
I want to look at the floor if I can still see. I still don't know how dark it is right here. If there's any scraping, if the doors open one way or another, if I can tell if they slide open a certain way, even if they have been open at all.
Okay, give me a perception check or a survival, whichever you prefer.
Oh, you're getting that perception.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell that the doors have been opened maybe more recently than you would think. Not like terribly recently, but you can see like some disturbed, like mossy stuff there's like mossy stuff growing on the floor, fungus or whatever. And you can see like where the door has swung in, so it swings into this room and kind of like disturbed that.
Okay.
And I mean, I'd say you don't really have any context for how long that would have been, maybe like within the last month would be.
All 3 doors are like that, or just one of them?
I would say the middle and the right hand side are like that. The left hand side is not like that.
Okay. I go back up to the water. I see. The doors are locked, but it looks like 2 of the 3 might have been open. I don't know if it was recently or not, but it looks like it was disturbed. There's moss and some other green stuff that has been moved unnaturally.
When you say disturbed, would you say it was like a sound of silence?
Or down with some kind of sickness.
Some kind of sickness, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Wah!
yeah. I do like their version.
Yeah, so their version of Sound of
Oh,
Silence is like
and
better
they
than the
also
original.
appear to be a pull, not a push. So keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Wait a minute. You said the door pulled you off?
No, I did not say those words at all.
Okay. Just checking, man.
Nice. Nice.
All right. I'm going to throw some rock, paper, scissors, see who's going down to test the water breathing theory.
I mean,
Okay, I
I'll
think-
dive in.
I'll wait for the scroll to get cast.
Yeah, I think Tavam said he was gonna jump in. Give me an acrobatics check for Tavam.
Do a flip.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna.
You
I'm gonna
can
try
climb
to.
down the rope if you want. I mean,
There is a rope, or you
Yeah.
can jump like I did.
you can either athletics down the rope or you can do a dive.
Well, I was
with
gonna say, can I do an acrobatics off the side? You know, I'm gonna try to do a 2. I'm gonna try to do a 1.5 gainer into a full dive.
Oh,
Okay,
hell yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we'll increase
Are-
the difficulty for that.
Are we doing water breathing first? I mean,
Well, we're
No,
gonna
we're
test
testing to see if we need the water breathing. See if
Yeah,
the
Beeman's
magical
just going
ability.
in.
okay.
because you know.
Oh, 4-2. The same as me.
So
100.
before you make that, you know, because you know we have use of them. I'm gonna do that.
All right. So yeah, you do like, I don't even know anything about diving, but you do cool diving shit. Several flips, turns, layabouts,
Do
and
a
stuff.
sick
Lay into the water with no
360
720
gainer.
swan
and then,
dive,
zero splash.
cat split, whatever that is.
You almost
Alder
crack
pulls up
Bromir's
a
skull.
sign that's 9.6.
I pull up a sign that says 6.9.
9.6,
Nice.
9.7, 9.9.
6.9.
Nice. Okay, yeah, you get down there, taking no damage from the dive, and you like quickly start swimming around. What is your vision? Is you have dark vision, right?
I have dark vision.
Okay, so you can see a lot more clearly than Bromir was able to, but you do see basically the same layout here. I will move you over once I locate. I guess I'll just make a new one for you. You'll just have 2 for
I'm
now.
up here on the ledge.
I'll just make a new one for you. Oh no, I did the wrong thing. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to. Okay, there we go. So if you come down the map, you'll see.
It moved me down there. It just said bam.
Yeah.
Oh, it
That's
moved
cool.
you.
Yep.
Yeah, it did.
Weird.
It was really convenient.
Yes, it was.
Nice.
All right. Am I having to hold my breath?
You are. Yeah. As soon as you
Okay.
get down there, you're like, yeah, there's nothing magical here.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna pop back up and say, yeah, I have to hold my breath.
WTF.
And then I might take a deep breath and try to swim down to the dais and see if I notice anything specifically.
No, it looks like this was probably some sort of, this. It looks like this wasn't always underwater. Is the big thing, and probably this was some kind of, religious like ceremonial room where somebody would have stood on this dais and like maybe given a speech, or they would have been part of some ritual. But just time and everything has just scoured it completely clean of anything it may have once held.
Are there
So
any
there's nothing
runes
on
or
it.
anything? Any
No,
markings?
you don't see any runes or markings down here in this
Okay.
room.
Yeah. I'm just gonna swim back up and say, yeah, I can't breathe. I have to. Yeah, I
I have to
can't
breathe
talk.
underwater.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I can't
He
breathe
swims back.
underwater.
He swims back to the surface and he's like, "Hey, Bromir, tell Svaldir to tell her that we can't breathe down here."
What you said.
And then I'll probably climb back up so I can be in range if we're casting the spell.
Give me that athletics check to climb.
Acrothletic.
Do I get circumstance bonus for the rope?
Before he climbs up, I say,
No.
what if you just stay down here and it just gets cast down here, so you don't have to go
Oh.
back up, then come back down again?
Well, that's true. Could do
Yeah,
that.
if everybody's going down, is everybody going down?
Would I be able to
Going
cast
down
while
in an
treading
earlier
water?
round.
Yeah, you could cast it while you're in the water. It's not DDO. Hey,
Hey,
you just kind of. I mean, it might be a little awkward, but I'd say you could do it. Yeah,
All right.
as long as you like have your torso above water. Like you can't cast it underwater, but while you're kind of like
Right.
floating there.
I have to be able to talk.
Yeah.
Tread.
Okay.
I mean,
All
Yeah.
right, I guess we're going down.
I'm gonna climb down the rope.
Okay, so I'm assuming you guys are like tying it off on one of the
Yeah,
pillars up here.
I
That's
can
correct.
get a grappling hook attached to
We
one
do
end
have
of the
grappling hooks.
Okay.
rope.
So yeah, you tie the grappling hook into it and kind of like use that to help anchor it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody who's going down the rope, give me an athletics check. Anybody who's diving, give me an acrobatics check.
wow, get these rolls out of the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
What I'm talking about.
Okay, so Wesley, I mean, with the help of the rope, you're okay. It's not a very hard climb, and you're going down, so really, it's just about kind of like slowing the fall. So yeah, everybody's good. You get down to the surface of the water without any trouble, and you're all just kind of like treading water there, um, in the tunnel at this point. Are you going to go ahead and cast that spell now?
Yeah. Once everybody's down, I'll utilize the scroll.
So I have a theory.
Okay.
Of a dead man?
No. The end fight here is Morpha.
More for what?
I don't.
More of like
I
a
don't
sea
really
fight?
get into Pokemon, so.
The boss of the water temple in Ocarina of Time.
Oh,
I see.
Hey, so where is this shared chest so I can put the scroll of water breathing over to it?
Go to the actors tab, the third from the left, and then click on the little sheet of paper that's open sheet on the party, and then it's the stash tab.
Oh, look at there. Sold. All right.
So we're gonna have. Let's see. Head will be down here. What? I did the wrong hair. My bad. Head will be
Yeah,
down
we
here.
need to delete that hair.
Yeah, we do. Spalder Haven is already down here.
okay.
I'm just
Need a
I'm just
Wesley.
really, doing well here. Who am I missing? Wesley.
But Wesley.
Yeah, there we go. That's
Wesley
everybody, right?
Snipes.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite daywalker.
Okay, so you guys are on the surface. It takes a minute to cast water breathing from the scroll, so you're kind of treading water there for a bit. Like, and he's like, "Walala, walala, walala," and then after the finish, the end of it, you are all able to breathe underwater. You might notice that um, it's a little bit different from. I guess I should ask this question, Bromir. Do you let them cast it on you? Do you tell them not to cast it on you? What do you?
I was thinking about that. It's like, may as well. I mean, it wouldn't hurt, right? So
Mhm.
I'm not saying to cast it on me. I just assumed if I
You don't
was
tell them
there.
not to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless somebody, one of our late guys, shows up and we have to ominous him in.
I'm assuming you left the 2 potions up at the top, right? That's what those are for.
Yeah, we have a note next to the rope
Yeah.
We went this way.
with an arrow.
Yeah. So yeah, after the spell is cast, you do notice, Bromir, that it is different. Now it's not just that you don't need to breathe. You actually can breathe underwater if you want to, and everybody can breathe underwater. But for you, Bromir, like it's optional. You don't have to if you don't want to. But it does make it so like you feel like oxygen come into your lungs, not water.
Wow. Okay.
Or maybe it is water, but you can breathe. I don't know. I don't know how it works. You can breathe underwater is what
Didn't
I'm
get
saying.
into Pokemon either.
Yeah, I don't really, water types and shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, you all swim down in here. What are you doing?
I just say, the doors are this way, and then you'll see when you go into the water. There are 2 other tunnels. One goes off the map.
One goes
Map.
off the map.
You have a map?
Who needs a map?
Who needs a map?
Just so we're clear, I think I signed the best underwater.
You do.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
I plan to examine the doors when we go down.
Now, I'm assuming that the being underwater and the water breathing spell doesn't give us any special abilities to like vocalize.
No.
Is there sand at the bottom? Is it a sand floor or is it stone floor?
Stone floor.
Stone floor. Well, shit.
All right. Well, I guess I will.
I will say it's the doors to the north and to the right that look like they might
Yeah.
have been opened.
These guys here have like you can see the growth on the floor is kind of like scuffed away from the movement of the door. This
Yeah.
one looks like it hasn't been opened recently.
I'm gonna get closer.
And this is a double door here, but not that it matters. It looks like it has the same basic mechanism for unlocking.
Oh, the middle one's double?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Can I do, I guess, a
Yeah, I would
perception check
examine
or
one of the
something?
doors and see if
Yeah,
me and my tools would be if any one
Okay.
of the locks looks easier.
that's kind of what I was wanting to
I'd
do.
say, yeah, I'd say give me a perception check.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay.
Okay. Are you guys looking at different doors, or are you like working together? How are you doing it?
I was looking at this
The
door.
middle.
Yeah,
I would have done like a cursory glance over each 3 just to see if I could
Okay.
find one that maybe looked easy.
They look about the same. It doesn't look like any of them is going to be easier. Neither of them appear to be. You don't see any mechanisms for like traps or triggers or anything like that. But they do look. They do like they're fairly complicated locks.
Yeah.
But nothing worse than like you've done locks like this before. Maybe not exactly like this, but you get the gist of the mechanism.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I think the best thing to do would be to open the door that hasn't been opened, right? I mean, are we looking for a fight?
I mean, I say we both pick a one and try to open it, and then if there's time, we try to open the third.
That's what I'm saying. Do we want to open the door that looks like it's been opened recently, or do we want to go for the door that has not been opened?
I think we go for the one that has not been opened.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. Okay. That will be the door that I go for.
All right, give me that thievery check to pick a lock.
All right.
Can I
I've
assist
got
him?
some thieves'
Yeah.
tools infiltrator.
Okay, yeah.
So-
So yeah,
Yeah.
B will if you want to roll to aid and
Do I get
you
a
do not
circumstance
aid.
or anything?
No, he failed his aid. But
I meant
the
for having the
infiltrator does
tools.
give a bonus, I think.
Is it a circumstance bonus?
I think it may be a circumstance.
Dude,
No, it's an item bonus. Is
item
it?
bonus.
Does it? Okay, yeah. Just add a +1 item bonus on there.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. Okay, so yeah,
Nice.
you start picking it, and you knock some, get some tumblers locked out, and you're making good progress. It is not yet finished though. You'll need to make another attempt to keep going.
Oh,
Can I attempt to aid
guess.
him again?
Mhm.
Maybe do a better job this time.
You're over here, right, Dick?
All right. We said thievery. Still +1 bonus.
Yep. Tavam does aid, so you get an additional +1.
Nice. Well, I didn't have the
That is a
+1, but
failure.
damn it.
But you don't lose any of your progress here. So you can keep going if you want.
I mean,
All right, I'll
might
try
as
to
well.
I'll try to aid him again.
Okay, you aid.
So +2. Let's keep that as an item, whatever. Come on.
Okay. That is not quite enough. But also just a regular failure. So you're just kind of like holding your place, and you're having trouble getting those next few to tumble into place.
All right.
I'll keep trying to aid him.
Uh-oh. Taven, rolling rocks.
All
Maybe you
right.
need to give the picks to Taven.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
But yeah, he's helping you. It's like,
Cool.
it rolled on the 20. That is a success though. So you do have 2 successes now. You feel like you're almost done. Looks like one more will open it.
These mini games, man.
Man, yeah, there's something else.
Intense.
We'll aid one more time.
Aid.
Look at all the aids.
It's all the aids.
All the A's.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
There we go.
Okay, and yeah, the lock opens up, and you can now like kind of feel the lever, and you can feel that it's you can move it now.
Ooh.
All
And the
right,
door
I will open door and kind of take a little peeky in.
Okay. As you open up the door, I mean, you're pretty much greeted right away by what looks to be like an altar on the side of the room here. And on the top of it is an enormous greatsword. And you can see that the greatsword has kind of like a like a silvery sheen to it. It looks to be in perfectly kept condition. Like it doesn't seem to be affected by the water at all. And you can see like it's basically like a classic greatsword, double edged
Classic.
point at the top, and like along one of the bladed edges, like just one half of one side, you can see like this intricate rune work, and it kind of like gives off this really faint white light.
And I'm gonna kind of look back at everybody and make some little eye motions, see if people want to go up and look at it, but don't touch. Might be trapped.
Yeah. Can I look for traps as I go into the room?
Yeah, sure. Anybody who's looking for traps can do perception.
Yeah. Given the history of traps in this thing, I think we should be looking.
So, can I see it from where I'm at, or do I need to be a little closer?
Yeah, you can make it out from there.
Okay.
I mean,
like,
can't like get super detailed, but
okay.
What do I see right here? Is that anything, or is that just a map?
it
That's a
looks like it's
stovetop.
it looks like this is a stovetop. Currently cooking tea. The tea's still hot.
Hot tea.
Fucking love tea.
No, it looks like it's pottery. And some of it's broken, some of it's not. And here I'd say, I'm sorry, I forgot something. As you get in, no, okay, I'm right. I'm not. I'm fine. You're fine. Everything's fine.
I'm fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Everybody's fine. I didn't forget anything.
Okay.
So yeah, there is like broken pottery here. You can see that in some of them, it looks like you see glints of like maybe precious metals. Maybe like, is that gold? Is that silver? You see like some coinage in here. Maybe it's somebody was giving offerings or something like that.
I would like to do a recall
Okay.
knowledge check on the sword.
Okay.
Is this in any way related to the deluge god? Maybe.
Give me that check. You
Okay.
can add your clue in bonus.
Alrighty. I guess I'm going for a religion.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It was
I'm
on
gonna-
18, man, I swear.
I think I'm gonna hero point that.
Okay. What is the Dom? I never can remember. What's the current year in Pathfinder? How does it work?
Shit.
It's like 4,700.
It's like 1700 plus our current year or something.
There you go.
Oh shit. Okay. Hold on just a
Roll
sec. Let me-
reversal.
That
Or 15, 20, 2500 plus our current year.
Oh yeah, that may be right.
So it's like 47 something. And
4707 was the start of Rise of the Rune Lords, and that was in 2007, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Say
like
2000.
2700 plus.
2700, yeah.
Okay. All right. So with your natural 20, for a total of 26, this does not seem to be related to the deluged god. However, from what you gather from the note outside and just kind of how it's been presented and what you remember about the deluged god from before, which you as a player, what all do you remember about the deluged god?
Whatever was in that note, I think.
I felt
think
like
that's all
didn't
we
somebody made
really-
a
That was
recall
to
knowledge
Chris.
check on him?
Did I?
To Chris, yeah.
Yeah, you would. You would like the deity that people, the cyclone that people worship.
Yeah.
Is like similar or a piece of like the Eye of Abendigo or whatever.
It basically is the Eye of Abendigo. They worship the hurricane and they believe it is a deity. And
I remembered
that of
job
course
done.
the Eye of Abendigo formed like 100 and some years ago. It wasn't that long ago. You obviously can tell that this sword predates that by a lot. So it seems like maybe this like temple has been sort of repurposed as a worship site for this deluged god, because from everything you're seeing, especially this sword, but also the structure itself, it seems to be a lot older than the deluged god could possibly be. At least this worship of it, you know.
Could that sword be wielded by any of us, or is it like just way too big? Like, is it to scale?
No, it is technically medium. It's a medium great sword, but it's just like
Okay.
a big great
Does-
sword.
Does it
Gotcha.
look like it
It's
doesn't look like it's
oversized.
just ceremonial or anything? Does it look like functional?
Oh, it looks very functional. Yeah.
Okay.
Does it
looks
look
sharp.
rusted?
No, not rusted at all.
Huh.
I mean,
I think that was
great
the first
swords
thing
are
you said
definitely-
about it, right? That the
Yeah,
water
It looks like
hadn't-
it's in perfect condition.
That's definitely not my type of weapon.
I don't think we have anybody's, but if it is that old,
Oh yeah, we definitely should take it and sell
Yeah.
it. But
Any of the perception checks come back with traps?
No traps. And I did want to add with the 26 on your check, Wesley, with the natural 20, I'll just go ahead and say that you can identify the great sword. It's a +1 ghost touch great sword, and it's silver.
that would have
+1
come in handy
silver.
the other night.
I mean,
Maybe handy in the future.
legitimately, I think, even though you're all about punching stuff, that might actually be worthwhile as like a backup.
And I mean, it is a rune, so you can transfer the ghost touch rune as well if you want to.
Oh.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have magical? Does anyone have?
Yeah. Does
magical
anybody
crafting?
have that yet?
Have what?
The earliest level you could take it is level 2. The magical
Magical
crafting skill
crafting.
feat.
No,
To
I
transfer
don't.
the room.
Yeah, I think only rogues can even get it at 2, right? Because
Oh yeah, because it requires expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty hot find. I don't have a treasure box for that, so who is going to pick it up? Or if you want to put it in the stash, somebody can just make a +1 silver greatsword in the stash. Or is somebody picking it
Are we
up?
picking it up?
Yeah.
Head was the one that suggested us not to pick it up.
probably check. Like
I wanted to make sure that it wasn't cursed before we picked it up.
Well, these are traps.
Cursed.
You
traps.
did, yeah, you did look for traps, and you don't think that it's cursed after your check, Wesley.
Okay.
Good thing about curses is that even if you pick it up, you don't get cursed unless you attune to it.
Well, you don't attune to weapons.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
right. No, yeah.
So it's just
It's
when
just
you pick
hand
it up.
wraps. It's just
Like I've
hand
already
wraps
got a
when you
dagger
pick
in my bag that I'm pretty sure is cursed, and I've used it
I
once
don't.
before.
It seems like
I
it's
don't-
totally fine. You know.
Okay.
I mean, if we come back through this way when we're done and it's still there, I will grab it just because I'm a thief
Like
at
your
heart.
brother.
And
I mean,
yeah,
We
If
can
it's
we're
just
not
still
going to
there,
leave it just sitting
We're
here.
not
Yeah.
leaving here without
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Falder's
But
gonna
I'm not gonna be
go ahead
like
and-
grabbing it right now.
Spalder
Yeah.
will pick it up and put it in the party.
Yeah,
loot.
if everybody says it's not
Okay.
cursed, then yeah, it's definitely going in the bag.
Yeah.
Because we
I
might
mean, you
not
guys
even
don't
come back
have a
this
bag
way.
of holding at the moment, so somebody
good
will have
point.
to carry it for the time being. But
I mean,
Can we tie it to my back? I'm a fairly
Yeah,
large
that's fine.
character.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll add one into the party loot backpack. Well, unless you just want to add it to your inventory. Yeah.
Yeah, you can add it to the
Yeah,
party. I'm almost. If I add anything more to inventory, I'm going to become encumbered.
Uh-oh.
well, that's fine. I
out.
could hold on to it if we need to.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
All of the
Yeah, I
shit
feel like
I need
after
to sell,
this-
and then we fell into a maelstrom.
Yeah, I guess you guys have a lot of junk in here that you wouldn't have with you, like all the silly weapons and armor and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, the only
But
thing I
yeah.
have is my hand wraps,
yeah,
so I can carry some
you're
stuff. when
good.
we
Yeah.
need to.
Says I
Yeah.
lack permissions to create a great sword. What?
Oh.
I was just trying to drag it from the compendium into the party loot backpack.
So I assume that we noticed that,
Yeah, that works too.
when we came in here, the doors that we also looked at lead into this room.
Yeah, they all go to the same place.
Okay.
I'm like sitting there, you guys are like, which one's the best one to go through? And I'm like,
I hate this map. I hate this map.
One of them was trap though. We just happened to choose the not trap one.
Good job, team.
I'm going to
Wink, Martindale.
examine this door to the north.
the door to the north. Okay. It looks like it is also trapped. Sorry, not trapped. It's locked.
I
Locked.
sit back.
Okay, well, I'm gonna
Not
hand
trapped.
Taven my lock picks, and he can have a go at it, and I'll give him some pats on the back.
All
right.
right. Let's
So
see what
Taven,
happens.
use a +1 item bonus. Are you going to aid, Luke?
I might as well. He aided
Yeah.
me. Watch these rolls get infinitely better.
Roll reversal.
Right?
Nope.
Or maybe not.
So no aid, but you do still get the +1 item bonus, be well.
All right.
Wow.
Oh,
There
Okay.
you go.
This guy.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
pop it open right on the first go. All the tumblers. And it is unlocked.
Wow.
Done this before.
I mean, maybe. I wouldn't like just admit that openly that I've done this.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? What was low grade silver, Tev? I'm assuming
What's that?
the sword was low grade silver. That's why
That's
I
right,
put
yeah.
it as. Okay.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
in
this looks like a
the party
boss room if
stash.
I've ever seen
This
one.
looks like a fucking boss room.
So as you open up the door,
It closes behind you.
you can see like all these markings along the center of the floor of the room, but that's probably not what grabs your eye at first. The first thing that really catches your eye is that sort of floating like at the top of the room are
God.
dead bodies.
Oh.
It's not a lot.
Where's
of
the
them,
giant squid?
there are like 5 bodies in here. They look like they're. It's really hard to say with it being
Where
in
are
salt
they?
water like
don't
this.
see 'em.
They're kind of preserved, even though they're not in. They hit a certain stage of decomposition and then they kind of hang out there for a while. But
Yeah.
you would guess these are probably got to be within the last few months or so, at the longest, probably.
And they look decomposed, not like they've been picked from like crustaceans and.
Yeah, they
any
don't
of
look
that.
picked at all. It looks like it's just decomposition.
Well, that's good.
I want to do another perception check to see if anything jumps out at me. Danger, Will Robinson, danger.
Oh, and
You
how's
look
my vision?
around, you don't see any danger. And as you're looking at the bodies a little bit more, it looks like they may have drowned.
Oh,
They didn't
like-
have a scroll.
Yeah.
They didn't
Or their
find
t-
the
their-
stash.
or their
Something
time
kept them
ran
down
out.
here for a little too long.
Yeah. Or the door closed behind them.
We came
Still
across
did it.
some decomposition. Well, were those undead that appeared on the beach? Did they look a little decomposed?
They did. They had a different look than this for sure.
Okay.
Are they wearing uniforms? These bodies down here.
They're not. They look like they were. I mean, it's different kind of outfits, but mostly just like common clothing. Like a sailor might wear, or somebody who
Rags.
works on a dock or something like that. Just basic.
Wait, They're not our crew members, are they?
You don't recognize any of them.
They don't look like the ghosts that we fought.
Not even Bones McGee?
Nope, not even
The one that
Bones
looks like
McGee.
Bones?
Not even Jeremiah, who went by the name Bullfrog. when he was working in the fight pits, you know.
Sure. Yeah.
He was a
What's
good
my
friend
vision
of
like
mine.
down here? Because I had
Yeah,
low
at
light.
this point, it's basic. You can't see.
I can't see shit.
But dark vision still can see just fine.
Yeah, dark vision is still good to
Yeah.
see.
Well, Dom's got magical rocks from the magical realm that do everything.
Yeah.
Can we
Dom,
see
do you-
each other? How about that?
Can you summon fire down here, Dom?
As long as
Yes,
he
I
doesn't
can.
have to talk.
It's
Right.
it's I can't use base kinesis fire under here because that's non-magical fire, but my elemental blasts fire do work.
I mean, I guess you can talk because you can breathe water. So like you can it'd be really weird sounding, I'm sure, but
It's like,
theoretically you could.
So
But my blasts don't require like verbal components or somatic
Yeah.
components. I just need a free hand is all, and
That-
my
yeah,
element
that's fine.
channeled.
It was just
That's-
more of a
I don't
theoretical question.
think human vocal cords vibrate the same underwater.
No.
Yeah, they don't. I don't know. I think like it would definitely be different. I think you could
Yeah.
make some sound, but I don't know if you could.
Yeah, I don't
effectively
think we can
talk.
hit the higher vibrations because the water is just too dense.
So ultimately, the question would be: can I use verbal components to cast spells?
Unless gargling is one of those components. Like,
Yeah, do you speak Aquan? If you speak
Yeah.
Aquan, I'll let it happen.
hey,
Damn. The one I did. The one
didn't
language I
choose
didn't
that.
take.
Right.
Yeah. Welcome,
The
welcome
damn
to
water
the game,
levels.
Swing.
Yo,
Hello?
sorry I'm late.
Oh, you're good.
You showed up
That's
just
okay.
in
There's
time, I
there's
promise.
a potion up there waiting for you to drink.
Yeah.
With a note saying "Follow the rope."
He was supposed to RP that, guys. Oh.
Yeah.
joining as fast as I can.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
We'll give Swing a minute to get joined in. Yeah, as you guys are searching around through this room, you see a lot more like the pottery jars that had maybe gold and silver in them. You see a lot more on each of these altars is like precious gems, gold, jewelry. There's just a lot of it looks like valuable stuff. Looking at it just with a very quick glance, it's probably worth maybe 100 or 200 gold all told. But you'd have to obviously like collect it up and get it out of here if you want to.
Do we notice the horn at the very tip of the?
Well, yeah. How much light do we get from Swaldir's light thing?
I
Yeah,
believe it's 20 like normal fire, like 20 normal, 20 dim-ish. However it
Yeah.
works in 2E.
And
Yeah,
is it
so, like-
off your person? I take
20
it.
and 20.
Yeah.
I
So we have to
dark
be around
vision.
him.
Okay.
You have dark vision?
I do have dark vision.
Oh yeah, I straight up have dark vision.
Oh, well, I'm following the light source.
I've got
So you
the
guys-
low lights as well, so
Okay, yeah, you're heading up there. As you get to this end, you actually can see. It seems like looking back this way, these are staircases that lead up, and it looks like there is maybe just a little dash brighter up those staircases. Like maybe there's some light up there. And as you get to the end, you see there's this
battle horn.
battle horn.
That was the
What?
boss horn? What?
Don't we have to like
Boss
steal
horn?
it or something and return it to the mountain for the Dovahkiin?
Who's gonna blow it? That's the question.
I mean, you gather, from the note.
Oh,
that you
we're gonna
read-
blow it, all right. We're gonna blow this whole situation.
Oh, we're blowing it. Somebody's getting blown tonight.
Some-
Okay.
All right, everyone, form a
something.
circle.
Okay.
Oh, is it a jerk?
Okay.
Nut to butt.
Butt to butt?
Nut-
But yeah,
nut
if
to
you
butt.
remember,
Oh,
if
nut
you
to
remember
butt.
from
sorry.
the note that you read, it says, "Seek below for his blessing. Do not return to Drenchport until you found it." You kind of gather from what you've seen so far that these precious items that you're finding down here are
Blessings.
things that have been brought down here to like make an offering for the blessing of the deluge god. And some of the people who came down here to do that did not survive the process, and they drowned down here. And of course, that means they weren't worthy um, to receive his blessing. Swing.
Blessing.
Oh my God, you're so crisp.
Look at him.
Ooh.
Wow,
Are you in the office?
beautiful.
So 10 seconds for this, and then I'll get back to the actual important stuff of the stream. They repainted the walls in this room, which I dubbed on my office slash bait and tackle shop. It's because it's just this.
Oh my gosh.
This was a bedroom, my parents' place, and they just use it for everything now. Storage. I have my desk in here. We play and everything like that, but that's
This
They
used to
re-
be your bedroom.
They
back in
repainted
the
your
day.
bedroom.
And it's like this doesn't look like my space at all anymore, and that's what it kind of echoes to. So that's what I'm trying to like stay on mute so it doesn't like wow, and like while everyone's talking on stream. So
Yeah.
anyway, but yeah,
You
this
actually
was, like,
don't sound
right
too
under
bad.
the light, as opposed to like I was over here and the light was behind me. Now I'm like right under the light.
The chosen one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Which is great. I'm just trying to. My hair is crazy.
Okay.
Anyway, back to the action. I see we're in the temple. I need to step through the door. And then
Under
Yeah,
the
just to get you
temple.
caught up, I can move you down here. Basically, what you need to do is drink a potion of water breathing, which they left up there for you, and then climb down the rope into the
Or jump.
well here.
Is
Ah,
it the same duration?
It's a good question. I don't know.
I mean, you
I
only
don't
targeted
want to be
4
dumb,
people.
but
you
I
wanna
mean, you
roll a
targeted
D100
only
for it?
4 of the 5. Do you think you would have
Well, he did-
targeted?
He did give it to
Yeah.
Bromir. Bromir didn't
Okay.
mention that he
yeah,
Okay,
didn't need
gotcha.
to. But it is for 1 hour on the potion, so
yeah, you're
that'll
good to
keep
go.
you good. So I just, whenever you're ready, give me a athletics check just to climb down the rope there.
Unless you
Oh,
want to
man.
dive.
Unless you want to dive, then it'd
Yeah,
be
you can dive.
acrobatics.
It's only 100 feet. I
Dive?
mean, people do it all the time.
I mean,
I did it.
I did it. I did double gainer with the
Yeah.
0 bubble splash dive. It was awesome.
I just
Yeah.
did the splits, I think, first is what right before I hit the water.
He didn't
That's
even
it.
have to burn one of his lives on that.
I know. Yeah, it was awesome.
Bosco's much more into the acrobatic side
Okay.
of things as opposed to athletic. So
Oh,
having
Oh?
witnessed such feats beforehand, like yeah, he would just kind of clamber up to the side with Monty's help, and just kind of glance over the edge and try to dive.
oh
Okay.
yeah.
Give me
So
that acrobatics check.
oh yeah,
17. Okay. I'll say that is just enough to make it without taking any damage. It's not as clean as Tavam did, but you do break the water pretty nicely, and you don't take any damage from the hit. As you come down to below, if you move your view down,
oh wow, okay, there we go.
did it go? Oh,
Yes,
I think I
see
lagged
Bosco.
out.
Yes,
Oh.
and then Monty would
Was that-
just
oh,
kind
there
of
we
like
go.
tip over the side, like you just kind of walk into a pool, and then
Yeah, it just jumps in.
drops. Boosh.
And just as the point of reference, Swing, we are starting with 2 hero points.
Yeah.
For the sesh.
TPK.
So
Michael.
Swing, if Bosco can swim to the north there, and you can kind of see what the others saw, and pretty soon after swimming north, you'll catch up where we are in the vision here.
I see 3 doorways to the north, and the left hand one.
Yeah, the left door is open right now.
Okay, so that's what I follow. Okay.
Take a minute. We got it.
Some. Oh, that was Monty. Oh. Monty.
So who is looking at this horn, and how horny are they?
I mean, I'm looking at the horn.
Looking at you through the glass.
I suppose I would like to do another recall knowledge check.
Okay.
The Horn of Poseidon.
Assuming I can use my clue in, pursue a lead.
I'm gonna say now that you know that this place is actually not related to the deluged god, it won't apply.
Okay.
You can change it to be this
Unless
temple if you want, but the
yes,
deluge god wouldn't. Yeah.
yes. Okay, that'll
Okay.
work.
$17. Okay. Okay. This seems to be magical. I'm gonna say at this point that's basically all you can tell. You don't really gather. You can't really figure out the history of the item like you did with the great sword.
Right.
It definitely is magical.
Now, does it, like you said, the sword had like runes? Does this have any kind of runes that are maybe similar, or any? Are there any similarities between the horn and the sword in
They actually seem to
design, or
be pretty dissimilar. Like
One is a horn and one is a sword.
yeah, one of them is
Yeah.
like in the shape of a sharp in a weapon. The other one is used for like calling allies to battle.
right, right,
You
yeah,
know, no, they seem to be very different, and maybe so different that you're like, are these trophies
they even
of like
related?
old wars or
Yeah.
something? They're because this, and I'll say, you know, you get a good enough impression to think maybe this is kind of it's like maybe demon associated. There's something almost kind of
With the horn.
yeah.
So I gurgle out.
Easy for you to say.
Is that a
Yeah.
cat?
Is that Chewbacca?
I'll try to answer him in the.
In your main language?
I'm gonna try to. Yeah, I'll try to answer him in my main language and go, "Wow."
You sound like
What?
a drowning cat.
Yeah.
Is it an
Okay.
old rotary phone ringing underwater?
But yeah, I'll hey, that's magical. You might want to be careful, and it looks like it's rather demonic.
Demonic, really?
Yes,
Which
that's all I can remember. There's I don't know, it's strange.
so I guess my question becomes: you said we get the impression that these offerings were made to get the blessing of the deluge god. Do any of these tables, are there anything different about these individual altars? Are they all the same where these things
They
are
have
placed?
the altars themselves are the same, and then on top of them is just kind of like a variety of different treasures. They don't seem to be particularly significant. It looks like they were all just kind of like some of them more valuable than others, but just like knickknacks that were brought as offerings. But it's relatively mundane stuff like gold and silver and like a necklace and jewelry,
internal organs, like
internal organs. You know,
An
just like
electrum.
made up currencies as well. Yes.
Um, hmm. All right. Well, it's.
I'm gonna mime to Balder. Who's gonna touch the horn?
I can if y'all want to.
Yeah, you go ahead. Touch that horn.
So did
I-
you say I could cast verbal component spells down here?
I'll say with water breathing, we'll allow it. Yeah.
Okay.
You-
Then I
we'll-
want to
we'll
go
suspend
ahead.
disbelief here and
I
say
want to
that
cast guidance on Svalder.
Okay, sure. That's for his perception check.
Well, I was thinking
was-
if he needed to do a saving throw or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
You want to throw the spell out so I can
Yeah.
put it on my guy.
And
yeah.
you are grabbing the horn.
Yeah, I was just doing a quick percept to see if I notice anything else. If I
Yeah,
don't,
quick
then I'll grab that big old horn.
You don't notice anything else. Grab that horn, and it comes away easily. And there doesn't seem to be any reaction.
That's what she said too.
Nice.
Well, that's good.
I'm still trying to make that fit in it. That's what she said.
Okay,
I've
so
got
we're
you.
supposed to make an
Easily?
offering to the deluge god.
Yeah,
Hmm?
that's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm gonna put Blackfinger, that knife you gave me, in place where the horn was.
Okay. All right. You set it down, and it rests there comfortably. You don't see anything particularly special happen.
I mime to say with my hands, learning his language. Picked up small bits in here. It's a broken hand signal language.
Very much.
What if we try the dais?
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. I have an extra whip
All
claw
right.
that belonged to my brother. I'm going to set it down on top of one of the daises to see if anything happens.
What if we put the other things back? The swords back in the horn. Wait, are we able to talk? We're suspending disbelief. Or are we talking
Yeah,
the right?
we're
Yeah,
gonna
you said we're
say you
able to.
guys can talk.
Okay.
It's kind of
It gives
it's
the
kind of
ability.
muddled, but
You just need to fill your mouth with whatever drink you
Yeah.
have before you talk. Like,
we're gonna say like the magic that lets you breathe water also gives you the ability to kind of like manipulate it as you speak, or as your vocal cords vibrate. They vibrate water like it was air.
oh, okay.
La, la, la.
Oh.
So I
Okay.
think we should put the other items back where they were. Guessing that's where the people that were here before maybe knew something and had them there already.
Let's say you guys try a variety of different like placing of things here, and none of them seem to really cause any kind of reaction that you can see.
Okay.
And if we go back to the note, I do want to just read this again because it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Look at this photograph. No,
Wait, what?
what? Different thing.
Look at this note I took.
Look at this note.
graph.
look at this graph.
Rob
Got me off
Muffin and I
guard.
did that. Like, look at this something graph for like I don't remember.
What is it? Somebody mashed it together, and it's him just saying pants all over again.
Okay.
I'll
But
live
the
with
note
that.
says, if you
Grub.
found this satchel, then you've passed the first test. The deluged god's eye has smiled upon you. Cover your head in the deluged god's tears, and your passage will be safe. Seek below for his blessing. Do not return to Drenchport until you've found it. Take only what you need from this satchel so that other pilgrims may safely make their way to the blessing of the eye. Signed, Father Chesadarde. So, what you've gathered so far about this religion that's probably more like a cult is you don't really know. I think probably most of this information comes from Wesley, that you don't really know how legitimate it is. It may not be. And based on the fact that you're like given all these, you're trying to do these, offerings and stuff like that, and there's not any reaction. Lots of these followers have drowned down here. Maybe it's not.
Does anything stand
Oh,
out?
sorry. Yeah. Swing. You did, as you swim in the big room, there are bodies floating there.
Does anything stand out or look like an eye in like in the the stuff on the floor, the drawing of the symbols and whatnot?
Not particularly. And I think Wesley would sort of, excuse me, he would associate this etching on the floor with the previous deity that this was in service to.
All
But
right, well then I'm
no real word on who that was.
No,
No
you don't really
idea.
know who. Um,
all right.
and
Not that it
with
matters.
cultures around the world worshiping like the same gods in different ways, it's like this could be worshiping some god that you're familiar with, but you're just not used to the iconography.
Well, I'm gonna revert to my normal self, and I'm just gonna start picking up all the things that look valuable to me from the offering
Okay.
tables.
That's what we do.
Okay, so yeah, you go around, start picking up stuff. Nothing seems to react or happen as you pull up the gold and jewels and necklaces and stuff like that. Is everybody joining in, or is this just Haven?
I'm not.
Sure.
Yeah, I will.
Bosco kind of catching up. Kind of swims up, almost bumps into Wesley, like, "Oh man, traffic was horrible on 55. Sorry, I'm late." And then, like, looking around,
Did
notices
you get caught in that plane crash today?
just
Oh
awful
no, that's
stuff.
terrible.
And then
Yeah, sure.
sees these these shapes on the floor. Has anyone looked at those or
That
tried
was
to
my next
discern?
question. I was going to ask.
Yeah, that's what Bebo was
Yeah.
asking about.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
it's some dead god, or
Yeah.
I don't know if
Okay,
he's dead or not. I
Dude.
don't know who it is, but this
You
temple
say
was
all
once
this is a
dedicated.
god? The whole thing?
like, or if it's
Dedicated.
kind
this-
of like looks
go
like
ahead,
a
Chris.
history or something.
Yes, this is these markings appear to be dedicated to some older deity, whereas this temple appears to have been repurposed to the deluged god. I think which we determined to be the some people worship as the Eye of Abednego.
Oh, that's crazy.
Wait, what is the
I mean,
you said the
deities.
Eye of Avende? What is that?
The
Yeah,
Eye of
Maelstrom.
Abednego. It's this huge hurricane like
Yeah, the hurt. Oh, I thought you
tempestuous
meant right
storm.
here. My bad.
No.
Oh.
This temple has been repurposed to worship of the Eye of
Worship that,
Abednego, which they also call the deluged god. As of now, I've not been able to determine who the original deity of this temple was.
and you do know from looking at the charts that you found in the captain's quarters that you're in the northern part of the shackles. So like the Eye of Abednego is to the northeast of you, just like a couple 100 miles. You're relatively speaking very close to it. For those who are not familiar with the Eye, it's basically a permanent hurricane. It constantly is there. It's constantly a hurricane. Nobody's ever been inside it or seen the inside and come back to tell of it.
Or at least to live to tell of it.
Yeah. And it appeared like shortly after the death of Eridan, who was the former god of humanity.
Well,
Prophecy
was-
died with him.
That was like 100-something years ago.
gotcha. So kind of intrigued by the collection of different shapes and the way they're ordered as you kind of like swim up through them towards this like main dais. Bosco would like to try and interpret if these have a significance, whether it's to the older god or the newer one, and see if those play any kind of significance to whether it's just a reference to some special event or one
Well,
character
I
or
think
another. It seems to be like a combination of esoteric like shapes and things, and see if that was like any kind of
the triangle in the center seems to be some sort of pyramid, and the circle around it probably refers to some kind of hidden secret society.
Yeah, you can do a religion check if you'd like, Swing, just to see if you know anything
I mean, it looks
beyond
like
what Wesley already knows.
it looks like the Deathly Hollows to me, but that's just me.
Yeah.
I was thinking Illuminati, but
Yeah.
Deathly Hollows. I
Deathly
mean,
Hollows.
equally dangerous.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be
Yeah.
any way to see it through a lens of occultism rather than religion. Or just it'd be more
I'm gonna say
towards
no, because
religion.
what you're looking at is the old religion, which actually was a religion. If it were
Gotcha.
the cult, I might give you a cult,
Gotcha.
similar,
Gotcha.
but not.
Okay.
But yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
for this check, it would need to be religion.
Firewoman.
Okay, because he's more fascinated. Basco's more fascinated by all these he's seeing, and just like hearing Wesley explain it was before that older religion, not the newer, the hip new cult action going on. So take a quick gander and try and. Man,
And when I say this temple has been repurposed, I mean it appears.
Repurposed.
With it only being like within the last 100 he said 100 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like 120, I think, is when the eye came about.
So it used to be a Wendy's, but now it's a Papa John's.
Now it's super windy. Yeah.
Yes, well, windy.
Sir, this
Hurricane
is a
winds.
Wendy's.
How long have we been
Or a Mexican
underwater?
restaurant.
Wendy's. A windy.
I'd say you guys have been down here for, I mean, not terribly long. Probably getting to like 20 minutes though now.
20 minutes? Okay.
15,
Yeah.
20. Okay.
Okay.
Well, we've got the horn. We've got the loose treasure. I feel like
There's
there's not
nothing
much else down here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. We should
We should-
probably see what's.
And
I
both
wanna
the
do sets of
staircase
stairs.
Pick a
goes
side.
up.
You always go
Well,
left.
right's
Split it
never right. So
Was it my left or your
Not
left?
logic.
It's the
Okay,
port
turn to
side,
face
thank-
him.
Port.
My left or your left?
Whose left is
Port.
it?
Port.
It depends on which way we're facing, right?
Whose
No.
left is it anyway?
No,
Okay,
port, port is irregardless. I say, oh God, I said
Irregardless.
Irregardless. Oh
Port
my
is-
Irregardless, it was
goodness.
stated.
I've had
Oh,
way
no.
too many of these. Port and starboard.
Oh, I think that's
regardless
irregardless
of
how
their
much you
phase.
drink.
Yeah, port and starboard, regardless of
As
which
soon
way
as
you're
I said it, yeah.
Bromir casts
didn't feel
meld
right.
into stone and enters the wall.
I was thinking I'd get teleported, but I didn't.
All right.
You
Everybody
don't have
just,
that special ability.
everybody just hold still for a second here. I'm gonna try and do a thing.
Dun,
Transition even?
dun.
No,
Yep.
no.
Well,
I'm gonna have to do it.
Are
I'm
we
gonna have to
waiting
do
for
it piecemeal.
Conan?
B Will, you're being extra and go on the other side.
I mean, I wasn't paying attention, so yeah.
Oh, he's extra. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
I mean,
Oh my god. Whatever can get him away from us when there's a combat starting. If ever there would be.
No, somebody's
All
got to
about
soak
the angles.
soak that damage. I mean,
That's why we
I
want
don't
him
want
on
it
the
to
other
be
side.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sneak attack is what we're planning, right?
Oh,
Oh,
so we're not
nice.
in water anymore.
Upper ledge.
I'm in the abyss.
After a while, you
Oh no, I'm over here.
you basically like swim up this long staircase, and it doesn't you break out of the water after just about 20 feet or so swimming up, and then you climb up the rest of the staircase, and you come out here. As you come out the top here and like look off to the side, you can see it like falls off about maybe 10 feet, and then there's another sort of like pool of water at this point. It's not very deep. It's like, like ankle deep water here. Or I guess it's probably like knee deep water. And so I mean you could easily like walk in it if you wanted to.
So I want to say we're all flat-footed, but what's the new term?
Off guard.
Off guard.
Avant-garde.
Avant-garde.
Artists.
You know
I
what?
mean,
I
would we
just
be
noticed?
off guard, or will we just be going through difficult terrain?
Yeah, just be diff ter. If you're walking
Okay.
through it, it'd be diff ter. Tavam, as you walk out, you do spot on the other side what appears to be a very unattractive, like misshapen woman. And
Go
next
back
to her,
downstairs.
kind of like flapping, is
Flapping?
flapping
Oh,
is a like a watery looking, maybe almost like a bat like creature, just kind of like flapping. And as soon as she kind of like, as you look over at her, she kind of locks eyes with you, and is like, oh, and starts to walk out toward the middle here. You notice that she doesn't really seem to struggle with the water at all. She just kind of like glides through it effortlessly.
Do I get any maternal instincts from her? Does she remind me of someone? My ancestry is Brian Hag
No.
or Brian May.
Oh.
It's just
So you're saying that you're like your Chick-fil-A chicken? You've been
Where
brined?
is-
Brian.
where is it?
No.
Brian May.
Brian May? What?
You're Brian May?
I put it in the chat.
Brian May what? Your mother was a sea
Brian?
hag, granting you one sea green or blue eye. You find
thought you were
comfort
just
both
saying that.
in the
Wow.
sea and on the shore. Whenever you roll a success on an athletics check to swim, you get a critical success instead. If you end your turn in water without having succeeded at a swim action that round, you don't sink. Hey, that's actually really cool, especially for this this thing. Yeah, you do. You do get like you're like, oh, this is comfortable.
It's me,
Well,
Mom.
I was
Talk about walking wetly.
Are you my mother?
yeah. I would. Mom, is that
Mommy?
you?
Mummy, are you my mummy?
Are you my mummy?
Oh, I'm Auntie.
I just need somebody to clip Tevis saying, "Your mother was a sea hag."
Your
and
mother
Your
was a
mother
sea
was a
hag.
sea hag.
just have that you play. Anyways,
Can we get a
And
clip
your
of that?
father smelt the elderberries.
Nice.
So, B Will, she is moving out towards you, and I think hey, you can see her. Svalder can see her now. She hasn't made any aggressive movements yet. But
Yet.
what do you guys want to do? She also has this like flapping, watery creature on her side.
First contact.
I'm gonna say friend or foe in every language I know.
How many languages do you know?
I know 3 languages. I gotta bring it
Okay,
back
it's quick then.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was just common.
Just common.
Common,
Oh,
Fey, and Amaranth.
Amaranth?
Take your time with it.
It's easy for you to say.
She recognizes common. Like as soon
Well,
as
that's
you
good.
say friend or foe, she's like, oh, I like to think of myself as a friend.
She a parent?
Oscar's
And
got
then she
attention.
continues to walk out here.
Oh no.
And what do you want, dear friend? Meow.
Oh, the only thing any good hag like myself wants is a good bargain.
A good bargain, you say?
I could offer you the blessings of the deluged god. I'm assuming that's why you've come here, isn't it?
Well, what happens? What happens if we fail to receive the blessings of the deluge god? Meow.
Oh, I won't let you fail. If you make a deal with me, everybody passes.
I love a
Can I
good
do
bargain.
Can I do an insight check?
I don't like how
It'd
she
be
said
perception,
everyone
but yeah.
passes.
Perception. I'm trying to figure out if I feel like she's like
Sneezing.
trying to creep up on me to attack me, or if she really means what she says.
Okay.
Now I can't see her. Can I hear her?
You probably can just see her now, right? Can you not see her on the map there?
I can
No,
see her.
up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
I was gonna say you could see her.
so. Is that actually the place we just left? Was it that open, like the
No,
temple
this is-
area?
This is like much higher. It's very similar, but you're like up above that now.
It's like ankle
Right,
deep water.
right. But that is the area we just left where we got the horn from, right? We can see down.
No, it's not like
No,
it's not like going
we're
all the
above
way
that.
down it. This is a higher. There's another floor
The
underneath.
room
of
just
that.
looks
Yes.
similar.
But the
So-
floor is only covered. The floor looks about the same, but it's covered in a few inches of water. That
Right.
makes it.
Yeah, it's like a
So
repeat.
right
a
below
repetition
looks
of
the
the
exact
design.
same.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not the same room.
So
No.
We couldn't have
So,
just
yeah, we
swum
could be a
up
little
from where
quicker.
we were.
No.
And
No.
Yeah, no, it wasn't open. It
Okay.
wasn't open air.
So we
Gotcha,
can actually step down into that water, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like a drop off here of about, I'd say, I guess from here it'd be about 10 feet.
Oh shit.
So not terribly far, but there is a little drop off.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Meow,
I'm
are
fine
you-
right where I'm at.
Are you responsible for the dead bodies below? Meow.
Dead bodies below. Well, I assume those were just foolish pilgrims who didn't accept my offers.
They must have drowned.
They would not have drowned had they asked for my help. I
And
offer my help to everyone who comes here, and I always follow through on my bargain.
And what are you offering?
A deal.
And what kind of deal?
What
are
do
the
you want?
terms? What is it that you want? Meow.
I think it's what
Well,
you
you're an awfully acrobatic little cat boy. I'd like to.
Wow.
You could give me some of that, and I could give you the blessing of the deluge god instead.
So, when you say I could give you a little of that, are you talking about like are you needing like a baby mama daddy or
Bosco
what?
sharpens
I
his
mean,
gun.
I'm pretty athletic, but I mean, what are we talking here?
Oh, well, I would just, it would be very simple. I just take a little bit off the top, you wouldn't even notice.
Just the tip.
Yes. Be a good trade.
I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't start climbing up behind her.
And what
Okay.
benefits would I have of the what benefits does the benefit of the deluge god offer? Meow.
Great blessings of power and longevity and hurricane resistance.
The better
Hurricane
question is
nice.
if he gives you the little bit off the top, will that be enough for all of us to get the blessing?
Oh no, each of you will need to give a little something.
I'm out.
Which I do.
I could give you a little bit of my arcana.
You will need to drop down about 10 feet to get in there, which will make a splash. She has noticed you guys before, which I haven't called out, but like as she walks up here, she does like look over that direction. She seems to be aware that you're there.
Yeah.
But as she's like when she gets over here and starts kind of focusing on Tavam, then I'd say there is an opportunity to try to sneak up. It will be very difficult though, because you have to like drop down into the water, which is probably going to make a splash.
I'm not so much trying to sneak up; it's just making sure that I'm behind her should stuff pop
You want
off.
to just get into position, okay?
Yeah.
Do you want to try a stealth check or just kind of splash it out?
You know what? Let's give a stealth check a try.
Okay.
Where are you? I'm actually trained in stealth. I forgot that.
Awesome.
But I
In
think
my
it worked
opinion,
out
everyone
well.
should be trained in stealth. It's easily the best skill.
Yeah.
22. Yeah. So, yeah, you drop down in and barely make a noise. You just kind of, and she doesn't turn around and look when you drop in. So I'll say with that check, you can continue to kind of move across. I'd say you could get maybe like to here before she would just automatically notice you behind her.
Okay.
Because you don't have any like cover to actually
Yeah.
hide you. Does anybody else want to try to get in the water, or is everybody kind of like just hanging out?
I'm good.
And if we decide not to accept, you just let us leave?
Well, yeah, I could.
You could or would.
I might. You seem like a very nice cat boy. Have I met you before?
Well, you might have known my mother. And I'm gonna look at her with my eye that is not the red eye, but my brown mind eye.
Brown eye?
That's what I thought you were saying. Your brown eye.
He was
Make
trying to say
a-
brine eye, not brown eye.
Never
Turn
met
around
a
here with the
brown
brown
eye.
eye. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no!
The
Sticking his tongue out.
brine eye.
The brine eye.
The Brian eye.
Yeah.
She says, "Was your mother Missy?" No, wait. Yeah, give me a diplomacy check. Is that this game, diplomacy?
Yeah, it's diplomacy.
Yeah, give me a. Well, you could do diplo, or I would allow any of them actually. Diplo, deception, or intimidation, just depending on how you want to present yourself.
They're all the same for me, and I'm trained in all, so I'll go with diplomacy on this one.
Good choice. Good choice, sir.
And ooh,
Never turn
that
around.
See, if we would have known this going ahead, we could
You
have
wanna do a
made
hero
that
point?
great title.
why not? My last hero point worked out really well. Let's go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and fuck it up. Oh my god.
Hey! Oh, the brown eye was shown.
All right, let me click the swords here so we can go into encounter mode.
I'm sorry, God. I was really trying to be,
We don't know what she'll do.
No, I mean, because I am trying to be legitimately diplomatic
For the
She's
first
just like she
time.
doesn't know.
for the first time. Yep.
I know. There's nothing to set on fire, nothing to steal yet.
But instead, you managed to piss her off.
She's like,
Your
hey,
mother
you
was
are Missy's boy, aren't you? I hate that bitch.
Shit.
And I need
Well,
everybody to roll initiative.
You hear a
Damn
branch
it.
snap behind you.
Damn it. Well, this is probably going to be
We
bad for
knew this
me.
was going to happen no matter what.
You knew it was. I mean, I thought it was. I was really into the diplomacy option. You know,
I
if it
was
hadn't been a
willing to give
natural
up a little
one-
something, but I know not
I
everybody
know.
would. So
I mean, the
Can I-
natural one.
Any chance I
the
can get a
hurricane
bonus
resistance?
because it's part of the temple for my pursue a lead?
Does that apply to initiative?
I
Possibly?
don't know. It came up as an
Dom?
option.
Dom, do you know if it applies to initiative? Oh, Dom
I think
has
it's
a
just perception
headset
checks.
thing.
Yeah.
Muted.
Well, if you're doing perception for initiative,
Okay, I am.
well, yeah. All right, let's do it.
Okay.
Figure it out later.
He is, but I mean, it's not like I'm going to roll high anyway.
Sure.
I wouldn't be doing stealth. I would have been on my diplomacy check.
Yeah, you
You
could do
think?
diplomacy or perception, either one.
Well, it's not going to matter. I'm going to go after you anyway. So I'm going to go last. So that's just to
Okay.
get me on the board.
Sure. So you want me to? You're going to use the dealie?
Yeah, I'm going to use the dilly to go last so I can start off with my panache.
you know what I just realized going through my skills there, Tevis? Is that I've got catfall.
Dom has granted your wishes in the chat. Your mother was a sea hack. Okay. Oh my god. Anyways, Dom, you want to go ahead and roll that initiative?
Oh yeah, my bad.
I'm going to go get a drink. I'll be right
Yeah, I'll be right
back.
back. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to take, I need to hit the head. So if you want to take just a couple minutes, and then we'll kick off this hot combo action. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Am I really going first?
Yeah, you are.
I rolled like poop. Yeah.
Do it. I'm middle of the pack instead of dead last.
I've never
that's a
gone
change.
first before.
Interesting.
Guess I better decide what I'm going to do.
Was a method.
Yeah, I was really trying to figure out if she was being legit because I was thinking about taking the offer if I could figure out if she was telling the truth or not.
Hello.
All right, so the
Well, Louis.
section,
Oh.
the section that we're on right now is dry.
Mhm.
And if we drop in the water, then it's a 10-foot drop and it's knee high, difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good.
If Tur.
What I miss? Oh, I put that pants feet clip in general.
Oh.
Give it a shot. It gets even worse.
Are these actual sounds from the song?
Yeah, it clipped in sound together.
That's funny.
I probably laughed for a good solid month about this song. Just dumb.
Feet, pants, feet, feet.
Pants feet.
Are we still missing Gribbets here?
I'm here.
Oh,
I
you're
just sat
back.
down.
Okay. All right, guys, let's crank it up. I'm going to do it right this time and start the encounter by clicking Begin Encounter.
Well, don't you need to move me to the end first?
Listen here.
Doing it right.
Your mother was a sea hag.
She was, yes. We've established this fact.
And we all hated that bitch.
Right.
That's
what it
my
got us
mother
to.
you're talking about.
All right, Wesley, you're up first.
I'm gonna try something I haven't tried yet.
See what kind of tunes we can get going here.
I'm gonna start. Yeah, I had to mute the tab because I couldn't like control the volume.
Oh, you can't control the volume for
It's not adjusting at all. So I
Are
apologize.
you waiting a
to
little
the
bit after
viewers.
you change it? Because it does do a gradient.
No, it's way too loud.
Okay.
I don't know.
All good.
Yeah. So for my first action, I'm going to use something I haven't used yet.
Okay.
It is the reach spell feat.
Oh.
And I'm going to add 30 feet to... Let me target her.
My fist.
I think I know what you mean.
Yep. And I'm going to cast Ye Olde Fear.
Oh, nice. Okay.
On the Sea Hag.
On the Sea Hags. Okay, she's going to attempt a save. Oh, no. She's going to fail the save and be frightened in twain. Okay, hot opener. That is Wesley's whole first turn. So I'm going to go ahead and advance the thing. Oh, wow, she gets to go. Dude, that's huge, though. Like -2 on all of her shit right before she goes. Okay. So, hmm.
Cat at me, bro. Cat at me.
Right. She's already pissed at your mom. Might as well take it out on you.
Right.
I mean, yeah. She was coming after me to get. We know this.
You knew it the whole time.
Yeah.
You knew it.
Yeah.
Oh, that
know.
became a more such mama boys.
Yeah. She's gonna hit you with a little bit of a dread gaze. I guess I'm just gonna put this in the chat. I'd really like to limit the information. You guys see all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, what game are we playing?
I know, right? That's vampire, right? But yeah, go ahead and give me that will save, B Will, because you are the target of that.
Oh.
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 Wow.
Even with her
Oh,
-2?
let me double check that it adjusted the DC here. So I'm not
Food and
sure.
fright.
Oh, yep, it did. It did adjust it. Wow,
That's
brutal.
Oof.
So yeah, you are frightened 1 and slowed 1 for 1 round.
Oh
So let me just
man.
go ahead and drop that on you. If the target was dying, which you weren't at the end of the day, okay, that's it. So with her third action, because that was 2, she is going to. She's going to advance on you.
Oh wow.
And you notice that she doesn't seem to be affected by the diff tur in here. Um,
But I'm still
that's going to
10
be
feet above
her
her,
turn.
right?
What's that now?
I'm still like 10 feet above her, though, right?
Yeah, there is still the drop off.
Okay.
What is difficult terrain as far as moving?
It's
Double
half of,
cost.
yeah, double cost.
Okay.
So you can go half as far, basically. There's a way to do that in the thing, but I'm not going to mess with it. But basically, moving 5 feet costs you 10 feet of movement.
Okay.
Bosco, you're up.
Sizing up this range here.
Got a
from
hot
around
range.
downtown. Gonna be a little bit of a negative modifier. Not negative, but a little bit less strength on this. But or I can shoot her weird little bat bird person thing. It's a little
Mhm.
less. Okay. And it's not gonna risk hitting boy. So this will do. So first action, fire off a shot at this weird little guy out there.
Mhm.
It's a little scamp.
Just creeping
Oh,
me
weird
out.
guy.
It's a weird guy. And there's a little bit of range pain, but these 10s, just 3 10s
Wow.
in a row today. Oof.
Miss.
Okay. I'm gonna have Monty reload it for me as part of use an action to engage Monty.
Command. Yeah.
Command him. He's gonna reload the gun. So now I'm on to my third action. Which I'm gonna use. I haven't used this yet as inventor, but it's the overdrive action.
Oh.
Let's see if I can put this in the chat. Yeah. So attempt a crafting check as a standard DC for the level.
Okay.
And see how well I do. I can only do this once per round. But we'll see. So
Okay.
crafting check. Oh, nice
Oh,
success.
almost a crit.
Nice.
Almost. And so yeah, so I'll add this status effect to me. It's only half intelligence. Oh yeah, I get to click success, and it was only it's half my intelligence mod to damage. I got a hit to be able to do damage, but still.
Okay.
You just see him like cranking away at these weird knobs and pistons on the rifle, and it's just like he starts like shooting steam, and it's like, it's working. And then yeah, that's
Awesome.
it's Bosco's turn.
Okay.
I'll
Awesome.
advance the turn. There we go.
Oh, I clicked it. I'm sorry.
Whoop.
I'm a clicker. Heh. You're up.
Well, I guess for first action, I will go ahead and do a little rage.
I like it.
And with my next 2 actions, since I move at half speed, I'm going to use sudden charge to, instead of 50, run
Nice.
25
Awesome.
up
Perfect.
to my little
Nice.
method. And
Make sure you
since sudden charge,
Oh, never
we're
mind.
going to go ahead and take a little swing at him.
Hit him with that fist. Go ahead and fist him.
Fisting. Where are we? Kerpow. Sucks.
What is going on with this 15?
Feels
Yeah.
bad.
Got a hero
Yeah.
point, right?
I do have a hero point. I think.
You got 2?
I do have 2.
I mean, come on.
We're gonna go for the
May
one
as
though.
well.
See what? Well, shit.
Hey,
Oh,
that's a hit.
No,
That's
that's
a hit.
All right, give me that damage.
What
I don't
else
see
do?
me in the carousel.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna need to get. You're not
What
in the
the
thing.
hell? I rolled and I had myself targeted.
Did you?
Oh,
Did
you probably
click
did a
the?
perception check.
You
Yeah.
gotta put yourself in the combat. Right
You
click
also
your
got
toke.
Mm-hmm.
There, I'm there now. I don't know what happened. Maybe I rolled perception, not initiative.
Bingo bongo.
All right. Little.
Okay, well that worked out. We haven't passed you yet, so that'll be fine. Cool beans.
So little 8 damage to this little bat creature.
Oh hell yeah! Let me put that damage on. And you crack him on the side of the head as he's kind of like flapping there, and you see him like actually flies to the side a little bit, and then kind of like steadies his balance. Looks pretty dazed from that hit.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Wait, don't you get that was 2 actions to?
So the
One, the
sudden
rage.
charge is 2 actions, and then
Oh,
the
the
one action to
rage.
rage.
I always forget about the rage.
Yep.
Okay, great. Svalder, you're up.
Where I'm assuming the diff tour starts in this square.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's like the drop down square. So you
So,
drop down there.
Remind me, is it normal speed going into it, or once you're into
In this
it, then it
case,
doubles?
yeah, I would say it's normal speed to get in there because you're gonna like kind of, vault that little lip, and so yeah, it'd just be 5 feet to get in. I think normally you pay the cost up front, but
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll stride 5 there, and then
that's
that would
20
be
more.
yeah, it'll be 15, 25,
Mhm.
and then we will do a 2 action Earth Blast on the definitely not water scamp.
Okay. Give me the old E-blast. Electronic blast.
Let me apply my always forget weapon infusion. We're gonna shoot the bow form
Mm.
at him.
Shoot the bow itself at him,
Yeah.
of course. There you go. Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, hot
Nice.
damage.
Nice.
And the bow like smashes through his body, and you see the fire like you can actually see like steam fly up from his body as the fire just almost instantly dries him out. He looks like he's
Oh,
very, very wounded.
That was an Earth Blast. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. It smacks into him and nearly crushes him into a tiny little piece of water scamp. I don't know why I always
water
envision it as a
scallion.
fire bow. I need to fix
I mean,
that.
I have done the fire bow before.
Oh, okay. Do you? Okay. All right, Bromir, you are up.
So I'm gonna do something a little fun. Instead
Okay.
of just merely, walking in, I'm going to leap
Oh, okay.
in.
I like it.
So my speed is 30, so I can leap 15 feet, correct?
Do you have sudden leap?
No, but I do have powerful leap.
You have powerful leap.
Oh,
we're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
have
but
to-
retroact. I'm sorry. The first thing I want to do is
Oh,
not that
okay.
this really matters, but in my mind I wanted to do this first.
Mm.
I wanted to tiger stance.
Okay, tiger stance. Gotcha.
Okay, and
Okay,
then
yeah,
I
but
was
yeah,
going
you
to leap.
can do an automatic leap for
Right.
15 feet horizontal. You're right, because your speed is 30 feet. That's right.
Yeah.
And powerful leap says
Gives
you
me
can
another
jump,
5.
you increase by 5. Okay, yeah, so you could jump 20 feet then.
And I do believe that is. You can't really see where the square starts. Right there.
That's 25. I think you would go right there.
Oh, it's right there. Yeah, right there. Okay. So that's 2 actions, and then I'm going to,
Yeah.
for my third, just move at half. So another 3.
Okay,
All right.
cool. Nice. And you are
That's
in
me.
Tiger Stance.
Tiger stance.
The bashful water person. You see him, he just drops down out of the air and goes underwater at your feet. He doesn't like leave the square or anything. He just kind of drops down, and from there he like pokes his head out of the water and then blows this cone out at you. And I need you to make a reflex save.
Is
Water
that
method
flavorful
uses
movement, GM?
That's flavorful.
Okay. Just making sure that it doesn't.
bubble beam.
Okay, so you do succeed, so you'll take half damage, and it's like this sort of mix of like briny water and like some kind of green acidic something or another. So you take half of 10 points, 5 points of damage as he breathes out this brine acid stuff. That is 2 actions.
On those hot summer days, I get brine ass too.
It does happen sometimes.
Brian's ass? What?
Listen, I don't judge.
I mean, he
said brown ass.
oh, brown ass.
And
Yeah.
he's gonna try and strike you.
I want to be
right?
clear about this. My ass is not up for grabs.
Oh,
saying.
it is.
You ever hate? Don't you just hate getting acid reflux?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Tavam, you're up.
All right. So I am frightened and slowed 1 this round.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You only
So
gonna get 2 actions here.
so I think what I'm gonna do
Yeah.
is 1 action. Pull out the whip claw,
Okay.
and then 1 action. Strike.
Okay. That whip claw has the reach, right?
Yep.
Nice. Oh, okay. That's a hit.
Damage. Won't do a whole lot, but it'll do. Oh, because I had panache.
Numbers are good.
Numbers are good.
Oh, were you doing your precise strike?
Uh,
Your finisher?
Finisher.
I didn't mean to, but yeah, I had it on. So
Is that what your character was doing?
Yeah, because you had pistache, and okay, that's what you want to do.
yeah, no, I'll do that. Yep, let's just do it.
All right, 8 points. It kind of like lashes across her back. Traitor to your people. Missy's gonna pay for this after you do.
Your mother was a sea hag.
Your mother was a sea hag.
My mother was a sea hag.
She was
I'm
a
a sea
terrible
hag.
sea hag.
Yeah.
And that's the end of your turn, right?
Wait, are
Yeah.
you his mom?
Oh shoot!
What's that name?
That first saving throw, was that against
no.
a linguistic effect?
It was not. No.
It was not. Okay, never
Or
mind.
no,
then.
that was just 1 attack, right? Is that? Oh no, you drew the whip claw. That's right.
Drew the whip. Yeah, that's 1 attack.
Okay. So that's the bottom of the round. We're back up to Wesley Steel Arrow. Wesley, what you got in the tank?
I'm gonna move into the water. Assuming that's 5.
You die.
Oh.
You're fine.
Well, I guess
Rip.
I'll. Oh, okay. And then
Guess I'll die.
Let's go.
move
face
2.
first.
So that should be 1 action to move, and we're gonna go ahead and a second action. And hope I can get there eventually. Cast that bless.
Okay. Dropping a hot bless. And that's the turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. bump into the sea hag. Sea hag. Sea hag is going to look up at you, Tavam, just in fury and disgust. Because clearly you have betrayed your people,
Oh
and she
yeah.
is going to cast a spell at you.
Is this a linguistic effect?
It is not. You
Fudge.
see like a green acid covered arrow come launching out from her hands in your direction as she attempts an attack roll. You should. Are you still frightened?
You should not.
At the end of my turn, that should have ended.
Is it
Yeah,
for
if you
one
just had
round?
one.
Yeah, I just had one.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and take that off there.
I did.
Okay. Or
Excuse
wait.
me.
Oh, maybe
I
I
didn't
was
think-
looking at my frightened. Yeah. Okay. My frightened. My bad.
She's
She is still
frightened
frightened
one.
one. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Name
Oh
a
my
better
God.
duo than fucking B Will's characters and getting crit
Getting
this campaign.
crit?
Or,
Oh
or
my
the DM
God.
rolling natch 20s.
Okay, so I can't double this damage on here. So whatever I roll will be doubled after.
I
the
can't
no-
double this damage because it's
God.
already at max.
Already max. Oh, that's not bad.
Ooh, that ain't
24
bad.
points of damage.
24
Make
is
sure you
not
click-
bad. That's like half. More. That's like 3/4 of any of our
Make
health.
sure you click the double on that.
Oh, I clicked it all right. And ouch.
And it's persistent
Ow.
damage.
Wow, that hurt.
Can I see
not
the blood
forget-
from here? Or
Do not forget about the persistent damage.
there's like a big pool of blood in the water now.
Oh, yeah, on a hit, you deal
no.
persist.
Oh
Do not
no!
double this. Do not
Oh,
double the
God.
persistent.
Okay, and then
I can
she's
see
going
Wesley
to...
already saying, "How close can I get to heal him?"
And
She's gonna
I-
move.
Not
all I
close
did was
enough.
stand here. I
Over
tried to be
here.
diplomatic. I was trying to be a good guy this time.
Yep.
Well.
That's what happens when you try to be a cool cat.
Oh.
Bosco, you're up.
Ooh, okay. That was all of Bosco's health in one crit. Would be like
Yeah,
24.
that was a hard hitting acid arrow.
Okay. I know on the screen I can see her from
Oh,
behind this like pillar.
Mhm.
Would you still count that as her having
I would
cover,
say you're
or do you
fine
just take
there.
a step? Okay.
Yeah, no, you have cover, but she would not have cover from you.
Okay. Because I was like,
you're
if I
close
need to
to
take
the-
a step first, but okay.
No, you're good.
Let me. Yeah, it's not a range ping, but let's fire because it did get the reload. So
Mhm.
first action, fire off a shot. Let me target her after seeing her just lance.
Reminder: Chakris Bless is a 10-foot emanation now, not 5 feet.
True facts.
Yep. The macro's not working either, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I applied it myself.
Yeah, we'll just probably have to do it manually. I think there's a module I can get that'll help, but oh, nice.
Bosco.
Damage.
Right on the money.
So I get scatter damage and overdrive. So that's
Yeah.
+2. Okay.
How long does overdrive last for?
1 minute.
1 minute.
Maximum.
But
Oh,
I can-
nice.
I can keep rolling once per round to see if I can get that critical success, but if I critically fail, boom, immediately ends, and I can't do it again for another minute.
Okay.
So from that point, so
So
there's
we're
that,
taking a full 9 damage here, right?
and then
And the one, that's already baked into the 9.
yes,
Yep.
Okay.
yes,
All right.
so that's
Hot
just
damage.
so
Yeah,
it's-
you like
was-
blast, all the little chunks from the blunderbuss come flying out and like rip through her skin, and you see blood kind of go flying in a sort of a mist. And she's looking dinged up now. Not too bad though, but definitely dinged up.
nice.
Do these ovens provide cover? These tables underwater with cups on them.
Yes, these ovens do buy diapers.
Okay.
No, they don't provide cover. I'm sorry.
Wait,
But they don't
isn't
provide-
this just the room below?
Oh my gosh.
No, this is a copy of the room book.
Okay.
I think I may have misunderstood the map, but we're rolling with it.
All
Okay.
right, yeah. I was just thinking about it, and I was like, wait a second.
We're committed now.
It's like the room below the lower floor. Anyway,
Even the offerings
We're
are the
on
same?
glass.
So we can get double the money if we steal
That's
it
what
all?
it is. We're on
Awesome.
glass. Great call.
double the money.
Yeah, they don't provide cover because they're way down there, Gribble. What
That's
are you
right.
thinking?
Yeah. They're below us. Way below us.
Sorry, Bosco. That's just your first action, right?
Yes, I was considering this other one, but let me I'll command Monty to reload the gun for me, so that'll be second action. Guns reloaded, and gonna take another shot. This one will be map. So second action or second attack on her, and
Oh,
just
Mm.
hot miss. Just
if you hit me and killed my character,
Hey, we have
It
hero
wouldn't have
points.
been.
Hero points. We
You
have
do have
double
hero
the
points.
amount that we normally do.
You
mean,
have
yeah,
death
I
saves
mean-
anyway.
Yeah.
But that's it for the night too. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, you have pretty.
that's better. Right?
There you go. Wait,
It still says
that's
a
still
miss.
a miss?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the map
Oh, the map
map
and the
took
range
away
penalty.
just enough because of the
Okay.
range penalty on top of the map.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Makes
it
sense.
just looks like and it still goes wide, and he's like, So that'll be yeah, that's all three actions. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to move next turn. Yeah.
Alrighty. I clicked it. Yeah. You're up.
I guess I am going to throw fist at the guy that just spit really hot, sticky water at me.
Yeah.
Little. Oh,
Strike fist.
listen here, you little
Give him-
shit.
Okay. You got a good hit.
All right,
Oh gosh.
throw some damage. Pop him on
Oh,
top of the
nice.
head.
Pop
Holy
him on
crap.
top of the head, and you hear an awful crunching sound
Poop
as
it.
his neck just like caves in on itself, and he dies
Oh nice.
a lot.
He died
a
a lot.
lot.
How many times did he die?
A lot. It's a lot of dying that happened right there.
Do. Right here. This is behind a pillar. How's her line of sight?
Yeah, I would give you cover there, +2 AC.
Yeah, I can't see her anymore.
If you
He's
get there and use an action, then it would be like G cover +4 AC.
The action to take.
What do you mean, get there and use an action?
There's an action called take cover, but
Oh,
you have to
understood.
spend
Okay,
two
yeah.
actions to get
He's gonna
there.
take two actions. to get there.
Gotcha. No, I was just gonna use 2 actions to run this area since it's difficult terrain.
Okay. So you want to dash over to cover?
Yeah.
Sounds good. That's going to make it Svalder's turn.
We're gonna use a infuse shape ability, burning passions,
Oh, baby.
and then do
Stoke those
a
passions.
2-action fire elemental blast on the hag.
Okay. So now it is a fire bow.
It is a fire bow this
This
time.
is a firebow.
We are going to. This one will be a long bow, since she is slightly out of reach.
Okay.
Yeah, just outside of reach.
And everybody knows if you're going to throw a bow at somebody, the larger the bow is, the further it goes.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
damage won't be as
Longbow,
good,
for
but
instance.
just want to make sure I can hit her for the infuse shape.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
So here is the damage.
Wow.
Max dam.
Damage.
And then where did I put the thing? Everyone
big
should
ass amount.
have. Anyone who sees the effect gains Inspire Courage, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Look upon my burning passions.
Yeah, as the bow like smashes into her and burns her, and she's looking pretty rough now. She's like, "You killed Pickles, you bastards!
Pickles.
Pickle sauce, no!
No Pickles!"
What was the
Brunir-
action for moving with the rulers at control or spacebar?
Spacebar.
Spacebar. So, for my first action, you see me kind of squat down and kind of
Drop a
do
deuce.
kind of like a right, drop a deuce, and flex my muscles, and I actually leap forward.
Oh,
So I'm going to leap
Uh-huh.
forward
a hot
20
leap.
feet.
Okay.
There you go.
For my next action, I'm going to squat down. I'm going to flex my muscles. I'm going to leap forward
And drop a deuce.
and drop a deuce
Free action to drop something.
right
so,
there.
A deuce.
a deuce.
And then for my final action, I'm going to actually attack this bitch.
Okay.
Um,
Use a
check.
powerful leap.
Yep.
Big economy.
Can I still do flurry of blows? Do I have to make 2 attacks, or can I just flurry of blows 1 attack?
2 attacks in 1 action.
It's 2. I think you always make 2.
Would want to make 2, yeah.
Yeah,
So
one
the
action
second
to
one
do
is
2
still a
attacks.
map, though, even if
Yeah.
it is
Yeah.
1 action.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Instead
Then I'm
of
going
So
to
you
flirting
basically
with
get a
two-
free attack out of it.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
getting
yeah.
2 strikes for 1 action.
All right. So the first attack, non-map,
No map.
right there, and then the second one
Oh.
with map. Well,
It doesn't
Or
have
keep up.
the inspo occur with a 19 hit, Tev.
Let me go
Am
ahead
I
and
in
tell you a
range of it?
story about how a 19 would hit.
oh,
I helped.
nice.
helped.
Nice.
And
Why
I'm
do
still
you
gonna
not
roll
have
that
it and
map.
I do?
I don't know. I noticed
Yeah.
that too. It didn't show up automatically for me, so I didn't think I had it.
It
Yeah,
showed
I mean,
up
you
for
should
me.
have
It
it.
popped for Monty.
Yeah,
I
you
wanna
would
do
have
it
been
for
in
the
range
map.
for sure.
Oh, I thought it was going to get nat 20.
Oh, that's
That's
2
fucking
hits.
2 hits.
Go ahead and give me that damage, bro. Don't forget to add +1 from the inspo occur. If you're
Damn.
On
not getting
both?
it automatically.
Let's see.
That'd be a +2 total, right?
Mhm.
Why can't I just add a +1?
If you wanna, that's a spell effect for it, Grib. If
There
you
you
just
go.
wanna
Oh, thank you.
drag it on
Yeah,
your
drag
bar
that
and
on
add
your
it.
drag
That'd
that
be
on your
easier.
feller.
It didn't give it to me. It's
Put
not
it
in
on
my
your
upper
bar,
right hand.
put it
Oh,
on
on my
your-
bar. I see what you
and
mean.
then click it, yeah.
It says I don't have permission. I have myself
doing it wrong?
targeted.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I did it.
Just left click the spell
Oh,
effect.
you did it.
and-
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, go
All
ahead
right,
and
damage coming up.
that
So I
hot
don't have to add the
damage.
+1 to this then, right?
Right,
Should
should
be
just
good.
should just work.
You should see it in the thing.
Hot.
Yeah, it's in there. Nice, dude.
So hot. Okay.
If she
It's
lives, she does need to make that fort save too, since both attacks hit.
You got the stunning blow.
stunning fist.
Give me that second damage.
Nice, damn, dude.
Hot damn.
That's some good damage.
How do you want to do it?
Well, how do I? I guess I just want to punch her right in the face, and if the
Yeah.
first hit didn't kill her, I
It
want
did
to see
not.
that she's kind of stunned,
Mhm.
and I'm going to do like a little wind up like this, like it was my right hand that I fall through, and I'm going to sneak attack with my left
Yeah.
to kind of get off balance.
Okay. So
And
you're
I want to
like,
see some Tweety birds over her head
Yeah.
and little X's over her eyes when she falls
after
down
the
to
first
ground.
hit, yeah, there's Tweety birds and X's. The
Yeah.
second hit, she goes "Bang, bong," and falls to the ground. And you hear her as she slips under the water. Pickle.
Pickles. Her last
Um,
words.
Her last word, pickles. But yeah, you did. That was a really good damage. She had 18 hit points, so you got her
Nice.
by 1.
Do we need to stay in rounds? Because
Jump in the water, Taven.
I might die.
Yeah, we're gonna have to stick with it for a second here.
Oh, was that boss off the screen we didn't see? Okay.
Yeah,
Wash the acid
Taven-
off.
Taven has the persist damage.
So yeah, so you're gonna take a d6 and then
Oh no.
Let's see. I'll go ahead and
at
end
the
your. Oh, did you have anything you can do for it? I was just gonna try and get the.
Well, I
damage
mean,
up.
if I have all 3 of my actions before the persistent
It
damage
does. Yeah, you
happens,
do.
so I can leap 15 feet out, right? Just normally.
Yep. If you're 30, if you have 30 feet movement, you can leap 15. If you have less than that, you can leap 10.
Since I
got a thing.
lost my panache, I think my movement is down to 25.
Okay. So I mean, you could jump out like there next to Hack.
All right, so I'm gonna jump there, and I'm gonna look at Wesley and say, "Help me."
Unfortunately, you're gonna need to take some fall damage.
I have catch grace and several things that let me drop 10 feet without taking damage.
Okay, it's fine then. Never mind.
So
Please.
half of 25 feet is only gonna let me move 15 feet
That'd
per.
be 10 feet. It rounds down.
But yeah, I would say, I mean, at this
If you're
point,
gonna do
like
2 strides, then I guess it would be 50 for
Yeah.
25 total.
But right here, if you just drop prone, you'll be fully submerged. So you
I
can
won't-
like,
Oh no.
No, I wouldn't
know,
drop
He's saying to
prone.
wash the acid off is what he's
Yeah.
Gotta
saying.
wash it off.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. So like, if you
Oh.
drop prone and like roll around in the water, you can.
Oh, okay. I'll try. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll try to wash the acid off. That's
Okay.
a good call. Yeah, I'll do
What we
that.
need is a good base
I got
for
a
this
thing.
acid.
It's weird.
Yeah.
No, I think I might know a way to get some basic materials.
Yeah.
Does
But
anybody have like some really big drums, for example? That's a really good source of base.
So
Yeah.
do I still
Just
take
a
the damage
guitar.
at the end of my turn, or did it come off?
So for splashing around, I'm gonna reduce the DC to a 10, and I'm gonna give you a free opportunity to get rid of it. So go ahead and roll a flat D20 check. If you roll a 10 or better, then it's gone and you don't take the damage. If you fail it, then you will take the damage and then you'll get another check.
Son of a bitch.
So you
Oh,
do
you
take the
don't-
4 points of damage that I rolled earlier, and then go ahead and roll the check again, also with the DC at 10.
Son of a bitch. Oh God.
Don't you wish you
Oh.
had your hero points now?
Oh.
And so I take 4 again.
No,
No,
you're
no.
that's fine.
The
You're done for
first
this
one
round.
was a free check.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Wesley, you said you had a thing?
Rousing splash. I threw it in the chat there.
Oh, you cause a splash. Target gains a D4 temporary hit points, which last for 1 minute. This is a cantrip?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty hot cantrip.
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I would like
yeah.
that cantrip.
Awesome. So go ahead and you gain a D4 temporary hit points, but go ahead and
Wow.
make the check first. Same DC, DC 10.
Nice.
Easy.
Okay, great. Yeah. So it clears off the acid. You don't take any more damage. You have a D4 temporary hit points. I don't think it's going to matter, but
Woo.
4 temp HP if you
Oh.
need them.
Targeting the eager sea hag.
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Right.
them because I was down to 2 hit points.
She
2.
gains 4
Yeah.
temp HP.
She stands up.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
And
I don't
can
need to know
now-
that.
okay. End the turn tracker. The sea
I mean-
hag and our best friend Pickles now defeated.
And I was actually considering, if I could get her to give me a full contract out, considering taking
Mm-hmm.
taking it. And
I
that
was-
Diplo check just fucking baked me.
I was 100% with you, B. Will. I was ready to play that out. I was like, oh shit, he's a Brian changeling. Like, yeah, there's not going to be any combat here. This is pretty cool. And then the
I'm
dice
gonna-
spoke.
I'm gonna kick the corpse around a little bit. Is there anything on the body?
Repeat those things again.
Wait, it's just a way to loot the body, you know?
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
just like how you check tires. You're just like, oh,
Yeah,
this is good tire.
Kick the
Kick
tires,
it.
light the corpses.
It's a pretty good corpse. The sea hag does not have anything on her.
I want to go over to the sea hag and cut one of her ears off.
Okay.
and I'm gonna kind of
Okay.
just put it in my pocket. I don't know if anybody's gonna see me do that. I'm
I'm
just
gonna eat it.
doing it.
I'll probably see it after the fact. We'll
All right,
cross that bridge when we get to it.
You cut off a sea hag ear. All right, make a note of that in your inventory.
What
Yeah.
about the
Or
leathery boy pickles?
for future issues of people having persistent acid damage, could I use base kinesis to pull some ionized calcium?
That's what I was thinking.
No, dumb.
Yeah,
No.
exactly.
It's like I provide.
He's still on the
Just
fence about
temporarily
salt.
go to the earthen plane.
You try to pull out a base, but unfortunately, you just pull out salt, and you salt their wounds.
Wrong pH end.
Uh-oh.
Wesley, was that an attempt to heal Taven?
That was a medicine check, yeah, to
Oh, he
treat
died.
wounds.
Well.
No. It's not a critical failure, so I guess he's all right. But he is
That would
knocked
be
out.
fitting though if another player character killed me again. That would just be totally fitting for
Wouldn't
the
that be great?
earlier discussions. Yeah.
It's so fun when you get killed by the other players, I think.
Isn't it though? It's so fun.
It would be
As
my
the
first.
GM, that's
As the GM, I'm sure.
that's the
yeah.
primary source of my joy. I said my favorite kill was it was really Monk, because I got to use Tucker. Not really. It was a sad time. But as you guys are kind of putting this all together, you realize I'm going to go ahead and say that this door here opens
the
back out
front.
to the place where you came from. Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
all connected here. And you gather that most of the pilgrims go the other way. They go through here and go down, not go through the
Yeah,
So theoretically, you could have just gone down, grabbed the loot, and climbed back
and
up.
left.
Yeah.
Wouldn't the sea hag have been suspicious? Like, where did you guys come from?
I mean, you don't really know what why she's
Intentions,
even
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
maybe,
So-
who knows?
That is an interesting question. How much loot did I gather up before I came up from the tables?
So you gathered. It's going to be, if you want to just add an entry and just call it treasure, and it'll be worth 173 gold pieces.
Okay.
That treasure, anything that's noted as treasure sells for its value. So like if you get to a place where you can actually sell that stuff, you'll be able to sell it for 173 instead of half of that. Normally if you sell items, you get half the price, but treasure
Got
is different.
I wanted to search the rest of the room, I guess, and
Yeah,
just for the sake of time, just do a perception overall.
search pickles.
That's good.
Searching pickles, yeah. There's nothing on pickles. And you don't see anything else of interest in the room.
Okay.
Looks like it's
Is there
just...
nothing interesting up here?
Nope.
Okay.
Do we feel
Looks like that's
we
actually
finished...
probably supposed to be a view down on the horn. But the GM misunderstood the map.
Yep.
It's funny how they don't picture the horn here. I think I'm right. The horn's not pictured.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
we just
just
have a
like-
mirrored room. They just drew the same designs in the same floor.
Mhm.
Like I just
Like
saw
copy
the
pasta.
design on the floor, and
Yeah,
it's
I mean-
the same one.
The design looks very hand drawn. So for it to be exactly the same and be, I mean, I guess
Right.
everything was hand drawn back then, though. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Anyway,
could see it either way. I went with the
Artisan
it's either like
template,
glass or
something,
not.
something.
Was this
That's-
an old temple to Gozra that was lost?
you could attempt a religion check.
There is no Dana. There's only Zool.
Zool.
Oh, Zerward the Traveler.
I am the key master.
12 on the religion. You're not sure. You think, I mean, it could be. Like the symbology maybe doesn't line up with what you've seen before, but it's kind of hitting some of the right notes. But you could also see it being for other deities as well.
Okay.
It's just going to kill me if I don't. I want to go back down,
Okay.
and I want to go off to the other side
Mhm.
Instead of going to the right where you said it goes off the map, I want to go to the other side.
Okay. You trigger a trap and die.
You drown.
No, it does just open up back out
Into a
the
larger
sea.
space.
Into into the larger space, which is the ocean. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's
The much larger space.
12 points of healing for Tovam.
Thank
Okay.
you, sir. I took that.
That'd be 2 hours later, right? Or
No,
that's 1 hour
that's
later.
a spell.
Oh, that's a spell. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Big.
Oh.
So
Also,
after
the
go ahead.
I'm sorry, the treat wounds macro is telling me that I have to have like a healing kit or like the spell or whatever.
Yeah,
healing
you are supposed to
plaster,
have a
Healer's tool.
which I do.
healer's tool.
I have it, and I've even in my inventory have it equipped,
Mhm.
like I'm holding it. Unless,
If the macro's old, maybe it uses a different ID before the remaster or something like that,
possible,
and that's why it's not recognizing that you've got the toolkit.
which is
You could
probably
try dragging out like a new toolkit in case the macro has been updated, but you've got an old toolkit from before.
okay.
But yeah, it's
The bless aura macro isn't working either.
yeah. I did update all the modules, so
Okay.
I'm guessing, I don't know, we may need to run revitalize on some things, but anyways, so I'm gonna say not much time has passed because it's got to be 10 minutes because you did treat wounds, and then you cast the spell here, so it's about 10 minutes have passed, and I'm gonna say at the end of that or toward the end of that, one of you, I don't care which one, but one of you happens to walk along this section of the wall here, and you can kind of see out. These are like basically almost kind of like crenellations where you can see out to the ocean. And you happen to look out there, and as you do so, you see
Hold
in
me,
the
Jack.
water. It's the Titan. No, it's not the Titanic. You see out in the
Gotcha,
water,
Schwalder.
a ship is anchored, not far from the shore. This ship is small. It's like a sloop-sized ship, a ship that can be sailed with as few as 5 to 10 people. If you're hard up, you can do it with 5. 10 is a really good crew for it.
Any age,
anytime, it can happen to anybody. And you can see that there is currently a dinghy from the sloop that is like making landfall right now, and there's somebody like it looks like there's a couple of people rowing, and you can see one person is getting off of the dinghy.
Can we tell who they are?
Some
They're
of
not
you
far
have
from where we are?
spyglasses, right?
I do have a spyglass.
Okay. Use the spyglass.
Hmm.
You don't recognize them. You don't recognize the ship. You can make a society check on the ship's flags that they're running to see if you know anything about them.
You guys suck.
Oh, nice.
Society.
All right.
Svalder doesn't know anything, but Wesley rolling rocks
Yes.
on knowledge.
That's my whole build. That's all I'm good
Okay.
at.
Wesley, you instantly recognize it from your encyclopedic knowledge of the flags of the shackles.
I read the story once.
Yes, this ship hails from Drenchport. It's flying the flag of Drenchport.
Oh, I thought that was a fake. I thought that was a fake place. I didn't realize Drenchport still actually existed.
Yeah, it still exists.
It's
And you do
real
recall
close.
that Drenchport is fairly close by. It's not on this island. It's on an island to the southeast, and it's maybe like 50 to 100 miles away. It's pretty close.
Yeah. It's in the nose.
Yeah.
It's like we just ruined these people's means of getting a blessing from their.
Seek below for his blessing.
I mean,
They're just gonna
We lied
keep
to
sending
them.
people to drown down here.
I
waiting
mean, we
for something
finished
to
their
give 'em
little
blessing.
thing. Don't return to Drenchport without it. So
I wonder
Yeah,
if it is the items that is the blessing.
or is it a piece of the hag?
You just
Well,
bring
you have
back.
that covered, don't you?
let's go
Yeah, I
find
do.
out. I'm
But
gonna
you know
start
what? I want to take
walking.
some time to rest somewhere. I don't want another fight right now. If we can help, just
Um,
saying.
Yeah.
you're
Would
feeling the pain.
you
Head is
like me to? Would
walking.
you like me to
Mhm.
cauterize your wounds, Stephen?
would
With
like to
my
watch that.
luck, no.
You're made of fur.
I can do that. I learned how to
You lay down on a bit of fur.
do that with my gun.
Why am I already out here?
You're so fast.
Because our tokens are still here.
Oh, I
You're
guess
so
that makes
fast that you found yourself.
sense.
Wow, how did you do it? It's incredible.
I
The
guess
real-
I'm gonna start walking towards the new
Okay.
dinghy.
Does anybody try to do anything for Tavam? He is obviously still quite wounded.
He doesn't want me to cauterize his wounds, so I can't do nothing.
Well, have you asked
Tavam,
him if he wants you to categorize his wounds?
Would you like me to
cat.
cauterize your wounds with some
Cataracts.
cataracts?
I mean, you can try to categorize my rooms. I just don't know if it's going to
Your
work.
rooms?
I mean, I don't either.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Tavam, do you want to go back to the ship and rest?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Well,
As you
isn't the ship and our ship and the people all in this direction anyways?
Probably. My luck,
uh,
yeah.
it's let's see. I remember it's inverted.
Yeah.
So this direction is north, which is
North.
the direction of your ship. Yeah.
And we saw them beaching this way too, right? Like
Yeah, it's like
northward.
over here. And you can see by the time you guys get out here, the person that was getting out of the ship, and they're they're not super close. They're like probably a half a mile away, but you can see them fairly easy with the spyglass. Um, they like one person has gotten out of the dinghy. The two people who were rowing the dinghy did not get out. And they, you know, they like, well, I should say they get out and they kind of like stretch their muscles and it looks like they're resting, but they don't like come in onto shore.
They're leaving.
Whereas
They're dropping
Are they
him off to
armed?
do the
Do they
trial.
look like they're here for
it
a
looks like
purpose?
somebody's being
Yeah.
dropped off. Yeah, they don't look like they're continuing on, but this one person is continuing on.
Is the
Any-
person
They're
armed?
they're like making their way up the path of the cliff that's going to come up to where you guys are.
Are they
Well,
armed?
I say we hide and wait for him to get there.
You don't
Any-
see the two rowers do have, it looks like they have like knives or daggers of some sort. They're not like heavily armed. They could be like
No
utility knives.
sabers.
They're not even sabers. They're not even like a cutlass or anything. It's just like a knife,
Got more.
Pocket knife.
Yeah, right. I don't ever cut knives.
No.
Um,
Tesla, so.
nice. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Probably stand in the way and let them come to us.
Buska's gonna walk up to table.
Boy, if you're coming here for the blessing, you're too late. We already got it.
Oh dear God.
Okay. So you guys wait for the guy to get up there to you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. He comes up and he's like, he doesn't even really look up that much. So he doesn't see you until he gets fairly close. And he has this really determined stride to his step. And he's like, gets maybe within 200 feet and then finally kind of like looks up and notices you just kind of standing in front of the path there.
Just
And he's
mean
like-
mobbing.
I
Shoulder
didn't
him.
expect to see anybody here. Are you with Father Chesadade?
Father
Yes.
Chester Copperpot.
Father Cheesedale.
Easy for you to say.
I feel like you might be imposters.
Imposter.
Chester Cheetah.
Yes, because you don't know the name of Father Chesadade.
Pastor
I mean,
Party.
we totally know Father Chester Copperfield.
We don't think that you know the name of Chester Pot.
We get along with
Field.
hurricanes just fine.
Chester Copperfield?
And he's like, listen, I don't have time for your games. I'm on a holy quest. Will you let me pass?
You're on a holy quest. I think we already hold that quest up.
I stand aside.
Well, I am not the only one who will take this quest. Many will follow the path of he who walked before. Yeah, I am but one of the blessed few.
Does he?
Who?
Can I?
Who walked before?
Can I do a?
Okay.
Mm.
I'm gonna look over at Spalder and I'm gonna mime in my little hand signals. Let the guy go. Let's go down, steal his ship, and get the fuck out of here.
I'm with that.
Sure. Yeah. Spalder will just start moving
Just
with
not-
head and
I just wanted to make
You're
a
going to let me
perception
pass
check, but-
by.
Yep.
Ha-
Have fun
Have at
with
it.
whatever holy quest you're on.
Okay.
Roscoe's gonna
Grimms, were you gonna
absentmindedly-
roll a check or something?
Yeah, I was wanting to see if he had any items on him. Like, not armed or anything, but
Just
you
pat
said he was
down.
on there for Holy Quest. Perhaps he's got like a third item.
He doesn't look like he doesn't look like he's carrying
No
much.
bulges
He
or
does
anything?
have a small leather bag like at his waist, at his hip. You
Okay.
would probably assume that contains whatever his offering is.
Okay.
If I may ask, what is your quest?
I'm here to provide an offering to the deluged god and gain his blessing. Surely,
What do you
but you said that you have already undertaken the quest. How do you not know the steps of the quest?
Well, I just wanted to see if your quest was the same as our quest.
Oh, yeah. Well, that. Right. Oh, okay.
everyone's quest is different and personal to themselves.
About the
No, I
quests
think
you
it's
make along
basically the
way.
same quest every time.
It's-
From at least that's what
Except-
Father Chesadar
Except you have to leave something personal to yourself, to the deluged god.
Oh, it needs to be personal? I didn't know that.
It's
Oh,
always better
finger.
if it's something personal.
You're just like
It's a better connection.
Hmm
take off the finger.
The greater the
Use-
sacrifice, the greater the blessing.
Okay. Well, Father
I-
Chesadar said that if I came to the temple and looked with the eye of the deluged one, the moistened eye of the god himself, then I would see a package that would guide me on my path. Have you seen such a package?
Nope.
Sorry.
A moist
Look-
eye. Where did you get the
Yeah.
moist eye?
Look him right in the
Well,
eyes. Nope.
No.
I'm sorry. I won't delay you any further. If you'll let me pass through, I will go and seek out the package.
I just-
I step aside.
You may
Just check
pass
people's
unmolested.
packages.
Okay.
or
He kinda, like-
molested if you like. It just
like,
depends
turns-
on
like,
your,
turns to
you
the
know,
side.
Really
preference.
poor choice of words.
Goes looking for the package.
Maybe
Molested.
Yeah.
Hey, guys.
Wow. Okay.
Like we're gonna make our way to his boat with his two little personal attendees.
So
Okay.
while we're halfway to there and he's already left out of earshot, I wanted to just say to the party, we could also wait until after he leaves, and perhaps he left the third offering, and we can go get that third offering.
You just want to kill him and take it, don't you?
No, he wouldn't have it. If he would have not left it,
He's probably
then
gonna
I'm sure
drown
we could
somewhere.
outnumber him.
He's
I'm gonna
probably-
mime that we can sail that ship. We cannot sail that ship.
I don't know why you're being so hostile with your hand gestures. It is
I can't even see them, but I know they're hostile.
You don't have to shout. You're gesturing in all caps. Like, stop it. Just calm down.
it
All
is just
cap
obvious
hand
suggestion
signals.
as to what the note said.
Yeah.
We need to have the offering or the blessings.
I mean, I'm
So,
kind
we
of
don't even know
curious.
if we don't even know if we've got the blessings.
Let's
According
just
to
that
what we
kill
just
him-
heard from the man,
Let's just kill
That's-
him and take his offering then.
No,
we could kill him, but
no,
that's kind of evil.
no.
Pirates. What? What?
You don't have to be evil to be a pirate.
We steal from
But-
people and kill
What?
people.
I don't.
For their shit.
So
I want to
so
get off
just
this
to give
island.
give
Who are you,
context. I
Robin
don't.
Hood?
I
Hold
want
on,
Hey.
time out.
clothes.
Can everyone
Hey.
stop? You have never seen me take anything that wasn't mine. Every time there's been money or anything, I've not taken it.
Yeah, Bromir's been white knighting the whole time. It's true.
I mean, might I suggest one of us discreetly follow him and see what he does, and if he does anything different than we did?
I vote Taven does that.
Fuck.
No.
What a great idea, Taven.
How about?
Turns to table.
I
You
mean,
do notice
or-
within a very short amount of time, like as you guys are having this conversation and he kind of starts to walk past you, the two guys who oared the dinghy in do look like they are like getting ready to go back out to the ship. You're not sure if the ship is going to stay here until he's done, or if this is just a drop off.
Damn
We're
it.
losing daylight, fellas.
But
We need this
regardless, you
boat.
can tell like they're going back out to the ship. Whether or not the ship's going to like weigh anchor and go, you don't know. But they are going to leave the. They're going to take the dinghy back to the ship here real soon.
Pardon me, good sir. Before you go in, are your comrades not going to wait on you?
No, I could only pay passage one way. The deluge god will find a way for me to get back when it's time. I have faith in his blessing.
All right, on your way, good sir.
Thank you. Yes, and blessings upon you as well. Though
Yeah.
I'm sure I don't need to tell you that.
He's gonna
You
drown.
must already have them.
All right, so y'all go take the ship. I'm gonna follow this guy.
He could have a potion of water breathing.
Thank you. I'm gonna take the potion of water breathing with me.
Okay.
So he's
right.
gonna turn to him as he's walking away. He's like, "By the way, I can load my gun with herbs and shoot it. It'll heal you. Might hurt a little bit.
That is so
Shoot you
fucking
with some
evil.
vitamins and minerals.
So
Lead.
It's actually a bullet.
it's the thing I can do. I can shoot
So
you.
I'll get lead
heal.
and I will get some herbs
No, it's just
and
very
yeah.
dense packed healing.
Yeah, lead is a
Wow.
very powerful mineral.
Nice.
That
It'll
I
heal
mean,
you of all
maybe some
your.
put it in wine for crying out loud. You're good.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. You get to cauterize wounds, but I can't. I get
It's just controlled explosion. But you will do that when you get back. Okay. Oh, okay. And so Bosco and Monty lead with the rest of the group, kind of head down towards the shore to flag down those two oarsmen to
Mhm.
kind of get their attention to keep him from rowing off.
Okay.
And I'll try to stealthily follow the other dude. Just see if I can figure out if he does anything different than we did.
Okay. So you start following him. He's taking his time. Like I kind of imagine this is all happening a little further away from the building. Like you guys are out here, closer to where the path
Yeah.
comes up from the cliff.
Yeah.
And you follow him back to the building, and he's like moving really slowly. He's like searching around the bushes and like looking in different places, trying to find some kind of a whatever this package was that apparently he was supposed to
Just
find.
Tape hides in the bush
You
and
know.
just a hand pops out of the bush with the bag and like half a drunk potion inside of it. Just like,
And
presents.
so yeah, you're kind of watching him for several minutes before he even goes for the door. Those of you who are going down to the beach, Bosco, you said you're gonna like try and catch their attention, right?
Yes.
So like as you're waving and shouting to them, they're kind of like, "Huh? What's that? Who? What's going on? You're
We're
not the
trying to
guy we
buy
just dropped
passage
off here.
back.
What?
I'm like, oh,
I'm gonna
good
start like throwing money signals, like hand
traveler.
signs that mean I've
Cash
got
money.
money. Yes.
Be like, that's right.
Yes, I
we
need the
can-
cash money.
We'll
Yes,
pay
yeah.
you.
We need
Travel.
we need
We need to
Oh.
get on the boat.
You need
Yes.
passage?
Yes.
Oh,
we got the blessings.
we weren't planning to pick up anybody here.
We didn't kill
Well,
anybody
if you
down
don't
there.
want
We
our
just got the-
money,
Why are you talking about killing people?
I was just saying, it's thing. We're just nothing like that happened. We just need to get off of this island as quick as
I
possible.
mean, we all need to get off.
We
brother.
all need to get
That's
off.
right.
yeah.
That's true. That's true. Brother.
This island, that island, it doesn't matter.
They're both kind of like really confused about this, and the one who kind of is doing the talking is like, I think we're gonna have to run this by the captain. We weren't planning to pick up any passengers here. If you've got money, maybe he'll be willing to listen, but we can't make that decision.
Yes.
How
Sure.
much should I tell him you're looking to pay?
I've got,
what's good. A gold a person? I don't know. What's the going rate?
What's the market price?
Good question.
just ask him like, what does the captain usually look for in fares?
I mean, what did dude pay to? I'm not there, so I can't tell you all that.
That's right, because we're all going to get on the ship, and Tovam's going to get left behind.
Well, no, I'm
transportation-
also kind of hanging back a little bit too, behind Tovam.
Transportation on a sailing ship, it goes at a rate of 6 copper per 5 miles. You're looking to go about 100 miles, so that's 20 times
math.
5. So 20 times 6 is
Oh, yeah.
120 copper.
108. Yeah.
So was that like 1.2 gold?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Gold apiece.
Wow.
maybe 1.5 or 2 gold apiece for the weirdness of the situation. But yeah, 1.2 would be like your. If I had to guess what the cost of this would be,
So well, we got.
what do you
said the
guys?
ship comfortably holds like 10 people?
I mean, it could comfortably hold a lot more. It could be like the minimum crew for this type of ship is about 10 people. So like just to operate the sails and all that stuff, you would based on you're looking at it from the spyglass, you think there's probably more like 20 people or so on board right now, and it could
Oh.
comfortably carry, anywhere up to like 50. I mean, not everybody's going to have a bunk or a cot or anything, but like, you can
Yeah.
sleep on the deck and shit. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
now
there's plenty of
regret
room.
saying that we should probably, try to steal this boat.
Yeah, futon.
We should steal
or
this
two,
boat.
Yeah.
I mean, based on what you saw, this does not in any way appear to be a military vessel. It does have 4 cannons, which is just basically 2 on each side, bare minimum kind of defensive capability. You saw a few cutlasses on the deck when you were kind of looking at it with your spyglass, but they were, it's not like this. This is definitely not a pirate vessel for sure. They do have a
So-
minimum of defense just to kind of like try to defend against pirates, but for a lot of these merchant and like transportation types, if they get caught, then they're screwed. The sloop's advantage is it's a fast boat.
Like mall cops.
Okay. So really,
Yeah.
we just need to get on, Merc the captain, maybe the first mate. Everybody else will fall in line. We can get on our business,
Maybe.
or we can just. Yeah, I'm
That's
at
up to you
loss.
guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
At a
like-
loss. I was thinking there was only gonna be a couple of guys on the boat. We just needed to toss them over shore so we could have a boat. But 20 to 50—that's a lot of people to throw overboard.
You got strong hands. You could do it. And he's gonna.
Have
Bosco's gonna
you-
turn to the 2 oarsmen and go, "I'll pay 2 gold for me. My companion is under the age of 12, so he goes for free. I know that's how these rules go." And he flies.
Fortunately, that's backwards. He costs double
What? He doesn't
Yes,
even.
because he can't defend the ship in the event of an attack.
He'll defend me if I.
He's
tell him.
edible.
Monty's great at defending things, and like he just like holds up his hands with one hand is actually like a blade, like mostly blade, and then like a thumb
Oh, I
on
didn't.
the
I
blade.
didn't realize it was that kind of 12-year-old. Of course,
It's like,
that's fine.
yeah. Yes. So, that's what the usual deals we get on other ships. I don't know what kind of system your captain's running, but I've got 2 good gold. My companions are good for that much at least.
Well,
Which you haven't heard of any people who have washed ashore on any of the islands around here, have you?
not any more than usual. We haven't been on the Isle of Consummations for this is our first time here in a few months.
The Island Conception?
Consummations.
Consomme?
Nice.
Yeah.
That is the name of the island that you're on, which you would know from the charts that you read.
I mean, we still need
The
to go
Isle of
get
Contraception.
Hollister and Rain and Decius. So
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys don't know where Decius is, but yeah, I mean, definitely Roscoe, Rain, and Hollister,
Roscoe, that's what I meant.
and I mean, you don't know if there are more people on this island or not, but it's up to you how you want to proceed.
There could also be more moose.
There
Perhaps
could be
we
so
should,
many meese on this island.
Maybe.
perhaps we should
moose.
buy Hollister, Rain, and Roscoe's way to Drenchport while we look for the others here.
Yeah.
Back to some level of safety, yeah.
It gives us a home base to come back to. They can get it set up for us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we? It is 11:15, so why don't we pause right here, and that way you guys will have all week to think about how you want to handle this situation. Or sorry, 2 weeks to think about how you want to handle this situation. And in the meantime, you can also think about what's going to happen for level 2.
3.
Sorry, 3. Numbers are weird.
Level 4 already?
Level 5? You guys gain
Level.
220 XP for tonight. And I believe that's going to put you up that new lev.
Yeah.
I
Clap your
already
hands,
know.
Monty. We're level 3.
You said 225?
220.
That
220.
should put us
Even.
at 45 into the next level.
Yep.
Hot.
Oh, you don't start at 0? I thought you
Yeah.
0 out.
You start at 0.
Yeah, you start at
Oh,
0. But,
so you don't
We have
have 45.
45 extra.
but you roll over.
Right.
It's rollover XP.
Oh, rollover. So I do start at 45.
So we need,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
So level 3 with 45 experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
45. Level
Hot
3.
Bingo,
stuff.
level-o.
Bingo
Alright.
bongo.
So Tovam, this is
Yes.
relevant to what I was doing. You stayed behind
I did.
and say like you were in this bush type thing. Where were you?
Yeah, I think he's
Uh,
like just sneaking on
Oh,
dude
yeah.
right now.
Yeah, I was just kind of, sneaking.
Following
Hell,
the
I
eye,
might
watching
even
what he was doing.
Yeah, I'm just watching him. If he goes into the temple, then I moved over and just
Okay. I'm doing the same thing, but a bush behind. So if you were there, then I was here, and if you moved up to that one, I snuck up to this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're not going to be down there with the oarsman.
No.
Okay.
That's a good
Alrighty.
question. When we did all this stuff, where were the other 4 guys that came with us? That didn't want to be left behind. What were they doing?
They stayed. Sorry, yeah, they stayed on the beach, like where you guys made your first fire pit. That's sort of what they treated as home base for the moment. So you gather that they were gonna kind of like hunt around and maybe try and find some food and berries and that kind of shit, while you guys were out doing the hardcore adventuring. So they're just like a little further north on the beach from here, which, if you recall, actual north is this way, but it's actually this way because this is east, and that would be north. But the path goes, anyways.
Your north or my north?
It's
It
not.
depends on which
It's,
way we're looking,
if you
honestly.
rotate anyways.
Yeah, the z-axis and the
Yeah.
xy coordinates.
Yeah, it works out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they're north on the beach from where this is at by like a couple of miles. So they're not like within hearing or sight of this, but they're not that far away. You could, get there within
40
like an
minutes.
hour or two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on how fast you're hoofing it. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'd say let's end the stream there. Great sesh, everybody.
Nice.
We got through the sunken structure. Boop, boop, boop. And is anybody taking magical crafting for level 3?
Oh, I am not.
Oh no.
That's
Oh,
the
Probably
big,
not.
The big nose.
I mean,
I mean, if you went to Drenchport, you could probably find somebody who would transfer that rune, that hot ghost touch
You
rune.
might have to do a roll for that rune.
I'm
You might have
magical
to.
and I'm crafty. Do I have
I don't know.
magical
Something tells me
craft?
I'm about to get ghost touch anyway.
Did somebody call for a roll off?
Roll off.
For what?
I'll have to get.
For the
The
ghost touch rune?
rune.
I'll have to.
Oh, gotcha.
Dom, you don't use runes, do you?
No, for weapons, no.
Oh.
It's really just Bromir, He, and Havam, and Bosco that use weapons,
Bosco.
right?
Well, I have +1 rapier. Actually, right now
Yeah.
I have 2 because I have mobile 10 Tabans.
But yeah, you could put a ghost touch rune on that. And then it would be a ghost touch rapier.
Question.
I'm not.
Ask.
Okay. The jumps I was doing, I was kind of
Mhm.
this a one action.
Mhm.
Were they not 2 actions?
No, it's just one. The action is called leap.
Leap. Okay, so long jump is 2 actions.
Yeah, long jump is 2. Leap
Okay,
is
I
just
gotcha.
1.
Okay.
So
The
long
long-
jump is the one that you do
10
when
feet
you
or more.
make an athletics check.
Right.
But leap is a basic action that you can just do with no
Okay.
check.
I gotcha.
And then long jump, there's also a high jump too. That works kind of the same way as long jump.
Gotcha.
I think even with powerful leap, you still have to move the 10 feet.
No.
That's for long jump.
Yeah.
Leap does not
Hmm.
require a wind up.
Right.
But yeah, long jump is like the 2 action. You have to stride and do a thing, and then you can try to go further. Where leap is just a basic action that lets you jump a certain amount based on your movement speed. Okay, hot stuff. Cool bananas.
I don't want to know.
Cool biscuit bananas.
Chris, did you end that stream yet?
Oh.
Bye, everybody.
All this extra
Goodbye.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
Bye,
All right,
Enjoy.